Oh, and my little deal I just asked you about today.
Yes, sir.
I mean, it's no big deal because summer's almost over. But,
Yeah, just one window like that?
well, it's a bunch of little windows.
Okay.
You know, like standard size windows.
Uh-huh.
But it's the size of a garage door. They just, instead of walling it up, they just put windows with the garage door. And it's lost. You know, lost all the insulation on the inside.
Yeah.
All right. So we're doing homecoming fest. It will be just a second, okay? Well, move over.
You want me to say if they want to get in contact, who we get in contact with?
You will start with a volleyball bow and showboat, and also the 2024 volleyball season. This year's showboat is Chant Bailey. Chant is the son of Karen and Ryan Bailey. Chant participates in varsity football, track, and powerlifting. After high school, Chant plans to attend college for his business degree and begin working for his family. He would like to thank the varsity cheer team for the opportunity to be their cheerleader. Our 2024 volleyball bow is Brody Ashton. He is the son of Brandon and Amy Ashton. Brody participates in the fishing team and is the president of FCCLA. After graduation, Brody plans to take over his family business. He wants to thank the varsity volleyball team for this honor. Chad and Brody are escorting 2024 football sweetheart, Avery Thomas. Avery is the daughter of Jeannie and Travis Thomas. Avery is a member of the Heifer Show team and a member of the Big Brother, Big Sister program. Avery would like to thank the varsity football team for this honor. After high school, Avery plans to attend college to master in nursing. Next, we have the Van Bowen Sweet Party. The 2024 Van Bowen is Aiden Bigelow. Aiden is the son of Shannon and Matthew Bigelow. Aiden is a member of the varsity band and plans to attend college after high school. Aiden is escorting the 2024 Van Sweetheart, Ureli Noriega. Ureli is the daughter of Gabriella Alcala and Jose Marmolejo. Ureli participates in student council, FCCLA, band, color guard, tennis, NHS, and is a class officer. Upon graduation, she plans to attend the University of North Texas in Denton to achieve her master's in psychology. After gaining her master's, she wishes to become a counseling psychologist. Finally, FFA Bow and Sweetheart. This year's FFA Bow is Bryson Clary. Bryson is the son of Danielle and Ray Clary. He is involved in FFA, the National Honor Society, and Student Council. He plans to work on the road towards his goals until after high school. Bryson is escorting the FFA sweetheart, Olivia Biscuit. Olivia is the daughter of Laura and Martin Biscuit. She is currently involved in the Heifer Show team, NHS, Student Council, and is vice president of FFA. She plans to attend Texas A&M and study animals. Now, for our 2024 homecoming team cheer. Our first team
silver.
Our next team candidate is Casey Watson. Casey is the son of Kel and Regina Watson. Casey is being escorted tonight by his mother, Regina. His extracurricular activities include varsity football, as well as track and field. After graduation, Casey plans to continue his football career at the collegiate level while majoring in business economics. Casey Watson.
Yeah.
Our fourth team candidate is Maverick Marlowe. Maverick is the son of Chase Marlowe and Brooke Roosevelt. Maverick is escorted tonight by his mother, Brooke. After high school, Maverick plans to attend trade school and then join the workforce. Maverick Marlowe.
Our final team candidate is Colt McClay. Colt is the son of Jennifer Amerson and Jason McClay. Tonight, he is escorted by his mother, Jennifer. Colt's extracurricular activities include participating in the scout shooting team and acting. After graduation, he plans to attend college to get his associate's degree. After getting his degree, he plans to work for the Corps of Engineers at Rice. Colt McClay.
And now for our queen candidates. Our first candidate is Kylie Crowley. Kylie is the daughter of Nisha Dunn. She is escorted tonight by her stepfather, Douglas Dunn. Kylie is involved in NHS, the Active Phoenix team, and is the SSA president, student council co-chair, and the senior class vice president. After graduating, Kylie intends to earn her Bachelor's of Science in nursing, become a registered nurse, and then specialize in labor and delivery. Kylie Crowley.
Our next candidate is Madison Locker. Madison is the daughter of Daryl and Frida Locker. She is escorted tonight by her father, Daryl. Madison's extracurricular activities include being the mascot, NHS president, SSA secretary, class office secretary, and participating in student council and band. After high school, Madison plans to study psychology and become a school counselor. Madison Locker.
Our third candidate is Jillian Lowe. Jillian is the daughter of Brandon and Carrie Lowe. She is escorted tonight by her dad, Brandon. Jillian's extracurricular activities include varsity volleyball, where she leads captain, cheer, basketball, softball, and golf, all while being the treasurer for student council, vice president for SCCLA, and treasurer for NHS. She also participates in ag events very green. Congratulations to all candidates.
Tonight, we have two very special guests to hand over their crowns to the new speaker and everyone. Please welcome Raylan Hicks and Destiny King, your 2023 homecoming queen and queen.
Now for the crowning of the 2024 Homecoming King as selected by the student body. Mr. Bostock, a drum roll please. Your 2024 Homecoming King is Casey Watson. Congratulations, Casey.
Now, for the crowning of the 2024 homecoming queen as selected by the student body. Mr. Washout, a drum roll please. Your 2024 homecoming queen is Avery Perry. Congratulations, Avery. Let's give another round of applause to your 2024 Pewitt High School homecoming queen and queen.
Oh, hi.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
Go down. Wait. Right there.
Good evening and welcome to the football game between the Pewitt Brahmas and the Hornets. This game is being conducted according to the rules and regulations of the University in the Black League. We ask that you consider the time and effort of 2 teams, coaches, and athletes that have put forth Regardless of the outcome of tonight's game, all the players have proven their willingness to work and sacrifice in order to achieve athletic excellence. Here these young athletes, applaud them, but do not through any of your
I
actions
think we're muted.
cause them to doubt the value of athletics. By your conduct, allow the young people to feel the pride in their community and schools. While your sportsmanlike actions may only play a small part in the outcome of this game,
Because the coaches don't
they
like
will
it.
play a greater role in continuing to encourage competitive athletics. We also ask that you show your appreciation to the students who will be taking part indirectly in tonight's game, the cheerleaders, the bands, the pep squads, and the students who have supported their teams at home and away. These young people play an important part in the team's success. The officials for tonight's game have been mutually agreed upon by both school officials. Their role is not unlike those
Good luck every
of
Friday.
players, coaches, teachers,
There you go,
school
boys.
administrators. Without them, this game would not be possible. Their knowledge and the rules are the result of annual testing, years of study, and continual participation in clinics that further refine their understanding of the game. We ask that you as students, parents, and citizens to demonstrate this kind of respect for these officials that you would extend to any dedicated person in the position of this responsibility. Once again, good evening, and welcome to Brahmas Stadium and Friday Night Football.
Tim's back, boy. You can tell it too, can't you? Tim's back, boy. So, Tim, is it wireless?
Yeah, just put it right there. Is it lit up still?
If we can all stand for the playing of the school songs,
About the time already.
we will ask that the Hornets play theirs first, followed by
you stand up straight.
the blazing blue Pregame band.
You get another one there, JB. Can't get standing straight.
Yeah, careful, hot mic everywhere.
I know.
All right, boy.
Hello, 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 hello.
Yeah, see how those mics are.
Hello, 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 hello.
Mic check, mic check. And hang on, we should be muted on this.
Boles, Hornets.
You want some paperwork?
Yeah, I got him some. I got him some. No, I'm for putting more JB. Yeah, the grapes. Right. We're still out, JB. You don't have to, you can.
Thank you very much. You may be seated.
Time you want. 7? Let's go at 7.
Go with 7.
Hey, easy.
Yeah, live.
Brahma fans, if you're feeling awful hungry tonight, you go to the visitor side over there. The concession stand has super Brahma nachos for $10. They have tacos, and they have Chick-fil-A sandwiches also. So sandwiches, drink, $12. So if you're hungry for something different, visitor stand's got different options. Thank you.
What is you want to stand this water, JB? You stand this water, JB?
Aren't this it? Are you good?
Fluff. Give me Boles, baby. Give me Boles. Yeah, get the tips on, Frank, you go ahead.
Welcome to the field, your Paul
Stop for that.
Pewitt
You want to stop for next time? Huh.
Good evening, everyone. What's up? Appreciate you joining us for tonight's broadcast. Coming to you live from Brahmas Stadium. I'm Jerry Braddock, along with the biggest high school football fan I know, Lance Luttrell. And here we are, Lance, as the Pewitt Brahmas play host to the Quinlan Boles Hornets. It should be a interesting, competitive district matchup tonight for 2A District 9 Division 1.
Yeah, JB, good to be back from the bye week. Pretty good matchup here, not big, awful big on seeding in the playoffs.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're getting to that point in the season right here at this mark about halfway through that everybody in the states tonight, they're playing a district game. So one way or another, there's going to be playoff implications. But at this point, everybody's playoff hopes are still alive. Everybody still thinks they've got a shot.
Yes, sir.
It's just a great time of year right here.
It's good. If it just cooled off a little bit, it'd be even better.
Like you say, for Paul Pewitt, of course, coming off of the well-timed bye week, it came at a good time, a time for us to get healthy, get over some bumps and some bruises. You know, get these guys a little bit of a break. You know, they've been going since, early days in August here. You go through, 2 days in camp and whatnot. And, of course, Boles comes into tonight's matchup with an overall record of 3-3, with 3 wins over James Bowie, Sims, Clarksville, and Celeste, and with 3 losses to Honeygrove, Cooper, and Whitewright. The last 2 weeks, it's been a little bit of a tough stretch for Boles. They've lost a combined total points 86-6 versus Honeygrove and Cooper, the top 2 teams, the top 2 projected teams of the district, the 2 heavyweights, so to say.
Right, they're playing 2 heavyweights in the district. You know, we went on Cooper last week. Cooper's a pretty good football team.
Yeah, that's right. 2 weeks ago we played over there, lost 22-0, so dropped our first district matchup, unfortunately. Looking to get back in the win column here.
Yeah.
What's this going to be officially, Lance? It's going to be week 7 officially in the Texas high school football season.
That's
So
right.
hard to believe that we're at the midway, halfway point.
Yeah, tonight starts the second half.
And as far as if you're looking from Paul Pewitt's perspective, this is one of those games that you've got marked right here. We talked about it really too long now. We've talked about it for a couple of weeks. Here we go. We've got
Hang on a second.
The national anthem by the Racy Blues, Brahma band.
Please bow your heads in prayer, please. Dear Heavenly Father, we come before you this evening with thankful hearts and ask your blessing over this football game. We thank you for the opportunity to come together as a community, for the talents you have given us, and for the fellowship we share. We ask for your protection over all who are here tonight. Keep the players safe from injury and watch over everyone in the stands. Guide the players and coaches in their actions and decisions, and help us to play with integrity, fairness, and respect for one another. Lord, help us to work together as a team, supporting and encouraging each other, and may we play with a spirit of unity. Grant us a positive and respectful attitude, no matter the outcome of the
we ask for your blessing on this game and on everyone here. Be with us as we pray and as we leave from this place. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
You go blue, you go blue.
And we're back here. Forgive me there. Got tripped up a little bit there, Lance. National anthem there and the prayer. Getting started here with this one. But I'm fired up, Lance. It's good to be back here under the lights here at Brahmas Stadium here for Friday night.
Yes, sir.
Got a good showing for the Pewitt faithful tonight. Starting to fill up the stands here. We had all of the pregame homecoming festivities have already went down. Looked like, who was that? Mr. Casey Watson. He won the homecoming king.
And Miss Perry won the queen.
Here we go. Captains tonight for the Bulls. Number 7, J.D. Smith. Number 50, Casey Watson. And number 1, Champ Bailey. All seniors, of course. What do we got over there for Boles? We've got number 2, Leighton Morgan. Number 22, Ethan Baines. 74, Luke Scoggins. 54, Andrew Gosling. Well, Lance, we talked about it a little bit going into this matchup right here. We talked about the coin toss. We've talked about a few of the coin tosses in previous games. We have won and elected to kick it. And just to be honest, it hasn't went our way to start off that way. We've given up scores and had to end up chasing there early on. So it'll be interesting to see the coin toss strategy here.
Yeah, usually you defer to get the extra possession in the second half, but it didn't been working out that way for us.
Yeah, that's right, and it's an interesting strategy because Coach Russell being an offensive guy, normally your offensive guys, they want the ball. Give me the ball, let's go. Put up 6, go get the extra point or 2-point conversion, and there you go.
Get on top of them early.
And apply pressure that way.
Right.
What do you see here, Lance, so far? Any signal yet?
I hadn't seen anything.
Anyways, a couple of thoughts going to it. It's going to be so interesting tonight. I know looking across the area and the region, we've got a bunch of ball games circled that we've got our eyes on paying attention to. There we go. Looks like we won the toss again. It looks like we're going to take it and receive it here on this opening possession right here. So a nice little bit of a different strategy here for Coach Russell at this point in the season.
Right.
And, hey, we're all fired up here, everybody along with us in the stands. It's a long time to go without Brahma football, isn't it, Lance?
Yes, sir. Once they get it started.
This Pewitt offense, Lance, we had talked about it a little bit pregame. Really, looking at some season totals, Lance, we really had a three-headed kind of monster.
Right. Yeah, the JD and KD and
that's right. J.D. Smith, KD Watson, and Wuda Betts, of course. Really the three offensive leaders up until this point.
Right.
KD Watson comes into this point right here with 12 total touchdowns on the season. J.D., he's at 10 touchdowns total on the season. And Wuda Betts, he's got 5 touchdowns, along with no Champ. He's got another catch and another 1 or 2 sprinkled in there.
Right.
Back deep tonight to return the kick, J.D. Smith, number 7, along with K.D. Watson, 0. Wuda Betts, number 4, over there on the far side. Second row, we got Tyson Jones. Is that Boone Hodges?
Yes, sir.
And Champ Bailey.
JB, I like their uniforms. I like the Hornets uniforms.
Yep, and that's something we forgot to mention, Lance. We believe, to our knowledge, this is the first matchup ever between these two programs. No known history that we were able to come up with.
Not that I know of.
A bit of a drive. Quinlan Boles there just on the other side of Lake Fork there, a little more than an hour away. Here we go. Opening kickoff is up and away, and it's going to travel out of bounds. Champ Bailey there to make sure that it travels that way, and Pewitt's going to start with great field position.
Okay, that's no better than that.
So here we go. The Bulls are going to set up shop. Looking to get something going on this opening drive right here. So to kind of highlight the three-headed monster, we're excited to see the approach tonight. You know what I mean? As far as at this point in the season and at this point in the district right here, you've kind of got everybody in their roles and in their spots. You know what I mean? There's not going to be any major changes for the most part.
Yeah, the longer we win this offense, the more we've seen the ball being distributed, pour out.
And I think that's something that me and you had talked about. You just wanted to see a clean ball game tonight as far as, the everything on time with all your shifts and communication. Smith in the gun, takes the snap, throws it out quickly to Wuda Betts over here on the near sideline, where he's wrestled down right about the 43-yard line.
Pretty good play by number 10 for the Hornets.
Bringing up second down. Nathan Baird on the tackle there.
They defended that pretty well, JB.
So here with just 11:40 or a little bit of time off the clock, 11:35 left to go in the first quarter. Our score still 0-0, of course.
That's just like a long handoff almost, JB, like a toss sweep out that way.
Yeah, that's right. Interesting to see Coach Russell looking to get it on the perimeter there.
Right.
This time Smith's going to go under center. Watson, the lone setback, fakes the toss look, hits it right up the middle, bouncing off of tacklers, still on his feet. Tackled just short of midfield. He's going to be short of the sticks. It's going to bring up third down for the Bulls.
Well, that young man's a hard tackling.
Sure is. We'll get into it, of course, and we always end up talking about it. Now, quickly lining up here. Smith goes under center, looking for the sneak. Takes the snap. Ball maybe on the ground. Boles looks like they were lined up quickly for that and well defended. No signal yet, Lance. Looks like we were able to recover it.
I thought Quinlan come out of the pile with it.
We'll see.
Right at midfield.
Now, that's going to be a first down right there, Lance. There's enough for a measurement.
Well, no, if it's touching the line, it's a first down because this yard marker is directly on the line.
Well, now they're going to get it sorted out between the two of them.
Comes up just short of the first down.
Get an official timeout and maybe a measurement here. So trying to line it up quickly, getting the quick snap there, going from under center. Looks like Smith wasn't able to come away with it. I know Boles, they had defended it well initially.
Right,
they had both linebackers walked up there in the A-gap. They were prepared.
Right.
And like you said, for Boles' perspective, for them, you got to think coming off 2 tough losses, this is the point where they're trying to get their season turned around. You know what I mean? If they want to make the playoffs, these are the kind of football games that they're going to have to win right here.
And get their confidence going right here.
They went through the toughest part of the district, so they're looking to win as many ball games as they can going forward. So, as it stands right now, 4th and short, Lance. Tell me what you see.
We're going to go for it, JB.
Here we go, just over 10:20 left to go in the first quarter. 4th and short. Smith quickly out of the huddle. Fakes the dive, pitches it back to Watson, in and out. Shakes a couple of defenders, wrestled down by about 3 more at the end of it. And what a run right there to take that pitch in the backfield, elude the defense.
Yeah, JB, he got that first down pretty much on his own right there.
And it looks like it wasn't blocked up bad initially. I don't know if the pitch was just not timed as well right there. But K.D. Watson able to come up with a first down.
Going with a little tempo here.
Now we're going to go with a little bit more spread. We've got Bailey and Betts to the far side. Smith's in the gun, empty. Drops back, throws it far left side, incomplete, intended for K.D. Watson.
Trying to get in your playmaker's hands on the outside over here.
Looks like Coach Russell right there is trying to back off those defensive backs right there, taking a shot downfield.
Right. Get him off that screen pass out there.
Covered up pretty decently there that time by Boles, bringing up second down for the Bulls. JD's second passing attempt there on that one.
Yep.
We had talked about some of his season totals going into it at this point right here. This time, Smith's going to toss it to the right side. Wuda Betts, head full of steam. Tries to keep the defender at bay. Looks like the ball may have come out at the end there.
Well defended by Quinlan.
Looks like we're still going to retain possession.
He never could catch the corner, JB. They strung it out, strung it out, strung it out.
Around the right side.
Fortunate to keep the possession there. No fumble. After the tackle, it's going to bring up 3rd and long, looking about 3rd and 12. Ball's on the far hash, so on the right side of the field. We'll see if Coach Russell decides to go to the air, maybe try to use the wide side of the field this way to his advantage with some misdirection. Twins to the top. Could be reverse coming here, Lance.
Yep.
There it is right there. Betts, Bailey gets a block from his quarterback. Eludes the one defender. Shimmy shakes another one. And this one is going to be well defended as Champ Bailey drives forward, showing some determination, but eventually brought down right back at midfield. So a lot of action and a lot of ground cover that time.
For about a yard gain.
About a yard gain, bringing up 4th and long. It looks as if the Bulls are going to bring the punt team out.
Nice job by Quinlan's defense here, JB. Bulls started with a good field position on the penalty off the kickoff.
From a Quinlan point of view right there, like you say, that's what you want to see on the opening possession defensively.
For sure.
Smith back to do the punting duties for the Bulls.
You got to kind of feel good about yourself if you're Quinlan over.
Looks like we may have Elijah Granado back to return it. He puts his hands in the air for the fair catch signal. Caught cleanly just inside the 20, right about the 18-yard line. And, Lance, that is an impressive fair catch for a young man right there, to be honest, at the high school level right there. That's one of the harder – it's simple. It's a fundamental play. It's just like fielding a hot ground ball in baseball. You know what I mean? You know, you should be able to do it, but it's easier said than done. Granado right there able to get the fair catch away. So that flips the field position. Pretty good punt there by J.D. Pins him inside the 20-yard line, so you flip the field position, looking to make them go the length of the field. Under 9 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. Still 0-0.
That looks familiar, almost.
Quarterback takes the snap, looks for room over on the right side. He's going to be tackled for a loss. Number 9 there, Lance.
Let's play by number 44.
Bud getting off the ball fast.
Sure is, making a big tackle for a loss there.
All clear for the Hornets is number 9.
Grayson Drennan, the quarterback tonight, junior, leading the way for the Boles offense. For this Boles offense, from what I've seen, Lance, they're very multifaceted, very multiple. They run a lot of different formations, a few, kind of core concepts. Ball is out. Wasn't able to get it cleanly from his center. Looks like he was able to fall right back on it, and just like that, second down turns to 3rd. So that's going to be about what, Lance? 3rd and 15 for the Hornets.
Not a good spot.
A long way to go. Also, Boles not really showing to be a team that passes it a ton. So the more that you can get them behind the sticks right here, just like any offense right here, you make them go to the air right here and give yourself a chance to get off the field right here.
Going to bring the heat right here, JB?
You got to know it.
Got to, don't you?
If we've seen Coach Russell's track record so far, Boone, Hodges, and Zavala along the line of scrimmage. Watson, hey, high snap. Ball is back in the end zone. It's a mad dash for it. A rush to see who comes up with it. Who's that, Lance? Touchdown.
That's Basky, ain't it?
Touchdown, Paul Pewitt. Caden Young, number 22, the defensive tackle there, coming up with a bad snap, ill-timed. Unfortunate bounce for Boles there is in their own end zone, and Pewitt's defense is able to recover it. And just like that,
boom,
6-0. 7:38 left to go here in the first quarter.
Can't credit JD's punt enough, JD. Get him pinned back down there pretty deep.
That's an excellent point right there.
Put him under a little pressure.
Looking at it from the Bowl side right there, that's not the best sign for a couple of snaps right there, even under center and in the gun. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's if you have that kind of struggle, it could be a long night. This time the Bulls going for 2. Quick pitch over on the left side. 2-point conversion's good. Wuda Betts successful, and that's going to make it an 8-0 lead.
I'm sure he leads the team in point after.
What would have been the odds for Caden Young to score the first touchdown?
Yeah.
Plus 2,500.
I got to give Bowski the credit for getting on the quarterback after the ball was snapped, knocking it free out of his hands.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he came from that right side defensive end spot in a hurry.
Bring the fans up here for number 22, Caden Young on the touchdown recovery.
Well, just like that, you get the first strike. You get the momentum here about midway through the first quarter with the 2-point conversion. You're feeling good about it here so far. We'll see how this next possession pans out for Boles.
Yes, sir. That didn't work out, JB. They got to stop like they wanted probably on the opening series, and then Like you said, they didn't have a positive play on their offense. So,
Yeah, that's exactly right. And even in a situation like that where you find yourself in 3rd and long, you still want a chance to punt it away
right.
and play the field position game.
Yep.
But a mistake like that ends up in points right there
That could end up costing you.
sure could make it that much more tough sledding.
Well, it just took all the momentum that you'd gained from the defensive stop. They just took it and threw it out the window.
Correct. And, from our point of view, we don't know enough. They may be going through some changes. It could be, a guy that's not a regular guy snapping for him or whatnot,
Yeah.
So you never know what kind of adversity they're facing.
They keep putting it on the ground. We'll take it.
Ian Morris is set to kick it away for the Bulls. Senior. This one's going to be a little bit of a line drive knuckleball, and this one's going to travel out of bounds. So that's going to be a penalty, and that's going to set up Boles with good field position.
How long, JB, before the NFL type kickoffs coming to high school?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a great question. It'll be interesting to see. I imagine, like most everything else, and especially at the high school level, I imagine it'll come down to something safer, right? They'll make some kind of adjustment,
Right.
Whether they follow the NFL model to a T, and same with the college, right? I mean, college is still running down on kickoffs right now, right?
Right.
So, I imagine, 2-4 years time, I imagine.
Right. So Quinlan going to take the penalty and back us up and make us keep it.
Oh, wow, looking to get some of their
Yeah.
skill position players.
Must have some return game.
Well, Lance, as we've kind of got a little break here to line them up, tell me, what else do you got your eyes on here for tonight, this evening? Because there's a lot of good football being played, and, man, this is really, like I say, in my opinion, this is one of my favorite times just because how everything's sorting out and shaking up, and just, you're comparing, teams here and teams there.
Right. Well, JB, in all honesty, tonight's all the calm before the storm before Texas OU tomorrow.
Spoken like a UT fan.
I hear you.
Here we go. Mario set to kick it away finally. This one's going to travel about the same path. Take a bounce.
Guess everybody back us up again.
Be out of bounds here, so do they take that? Or re-kick?
Once again.
Mares has been pretty solid and consistent on the kickoff so far. It looks like our first D's come out.
We're going to take it this time.
But after that, that's going to put us up, what, a 45 midfield almost? It's going to be, what, 25 plus 30, right?
No, we're going to kick
15
it.
and 15.
We're going to kick it again. Backing us up. JB Harkins up on Hawkins 14-0 early in the first.
That was part of that District 10, 2A Division I District 10. We've got our eyes on there because we got to match up with somebody there in the first round.
Right. And it could be either one of them spots we just said, too.
Yep.
Not going to be.
Well, that would be a better scenario for us. If we got a higher seed, if we were somehow to force a three-way tie or something like that, could very well be.
Right.
I just can't believe, really, Hawkins. We've seen them, and they're a good football team. We really underestimated that district to start off. To be honest with you, we just didn't know enough about it.
Well, that's like tonight. Harton's beating them. Harton's 1-5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know how the score app is too.
Right. Yeah. And you got to feel like Hawkins is going to air it out. That quarterback, he'll have them back in it for long.
That's right. What else?
That's about it. A lot of 7:30 starts.
Yep.
Not many other games on the way.
You had just locally here. What we had Dangerfield is playing Queen City.
Yeah.
Hugh Springs playing Hooks. That was one of the ones that had a little bit of chatter amongst the internet.
Right. Como Peakton and Cooper in our district. They're playing.
So here we go. After two kicks out of bounds, Mars is set to kick it away from his own 30-yard line.
Atlanta beating Sabine 10-0. That's all the 7 o'clock kicks.
This kick away, fielded inbounds right at the 25-yard line. Looking for room, cuts it back to the numbers in the half, where he's ganged up by a host of Bulls. Those jersey numbers, you'll have to bear with me tonight. I'm going to see on that.
Yeah, for sure. Maybe that's some kind of situation or something. As many times they made us kick it. I thought they had some kind of special play they were going to try to run on it or something.
So after 3 kick attempts and 1 staying in bounds, 7:28 left to go in the first quarter. 8-0, Pewitt leads. 1st and 10, ball at the 37-yard line. Here we go. Motion. Maybe a quarterback power read as he powers his way forward through the middle of the defense, trucking defenders, and eventually barreled down as he takes a shot from J.D. Smith.
Yeah.
Grayson Drennan on the quarterback keep. That's a little bit of that inverted read.
Right.
Now, as I'm trying to describe it here, if you're listening audio only, like I say, Boles, they run such a multiple offense. They've got a few kind of core concepts that they run, of course. They'll run a lot of buck sweep, you know, the stuff that you're used to watching. The stuff that you're used to watching for the last 20 years, you know, where the two guards are pulling or like the Lombardi sweep, you know.
Right.
They'll run it out of the gun. They'll get under center and run even some of your slot T looking stuff that you're used to seeing. This time, trips bunch to the right side. Looks like we're going to have an early movement false start there on Boles.
One side of the line got set, and then the other side of the line got set.
And they'll really look to attack the edges and the perimeter. They'll run a lot of jet sweep, like I say, buck sweep, combination stuff like that, handoffs and stuff, trying to get it outside. They'll also run that inverted quarterback keep right there. You know what I mean? That's kind of their quick hit and play directly up the middle there.
That quarterback there looks like they're probably their best athlete.
It's going to be Grayson Drennan, junior quarterback. Man in motion. This time, Drennan keeps it, sneaks out of there somehow, and finds his way forward for nearly an 8 to 10 yard gain.
Got the lost yardage back.
Looks like we had penetration in the backfield. He was just able to stay on the path and really press it through the opening there.
Strong young man himself.
So here we go. It's going to bring up second down for the Bulls defense as the Hornets work their way across midfield. This time, a bit of a pistol look right here. Maybe some kind of triple option look. There he is, fakes it to his up back, pitches it around. Chased by Tyson Jones, along with Zavala and J.D. Smith cleaning it up there at the end. Great pursuit that time from the Bulls defense.
Yeah, Tyson Jones had that play really well.
Looks as if they were trying to run a little reverse action off of it with the slot receiver there. Unable to turn the corner. And it's going to bring up 3rd and 12 for the Hornets. 3rd and long right here. Got to find a way to come up with another stop for this Bulls defense right here.
Figure they're going to go for it.
And that's exactly right. Here they are across the midfield here, so they're going to be looking to go for it, I'm sure. So 2 plays to get 13 yards, 14 yards.
I like our chance.
Really using the quarterback Drennan in the run game so far. Sends a man in motion, hands it off to him on the jet sweep. He picks up a block. Hesitates, makes a man miss, tripped up just across the 40-yard line, right about the 38.
Morez had it played pretty good out there. JB just the running back made a move on him.
Number 24, Ian Perez tripped up the ball.
What was that there, Lance? Was that?
They ran it?
Yeah.
Right there. Whatever that was.
Number 10, Nathan Baird.
Yeah, 10.
Nathan Baird on the carry there. All right, 4th down here for the Bulls defense. Need your defensive line and your front to really come up big right here. You expect them to keep it on the ground, I'm sure. This time, slot T look right here, Lance. 3 backs in the backfield. Man in motion. They're going to hand it off inside. Ball scooped up by Bud Hill on the turnover. He's got green grass in front of him. Tyson Jones and Zavallo congratulate him on the end of 5. Touchdown, Bud Hill. And a second defensive score tonight for the Bulls, Lance.
Yes, sir. I didn't really see what happened right there, JB. Was it this handoff or what?
I don't think he got the handoff exchange cleanly. Next thing I know, I seen Bud Hill scooping it, not diving on it, scooping on it and scoring.
Right. Well, I was watching the fullback. I thought they handed it to the fullback up the middle, and I thought he had the ball.
Another defensive score here in the first quarter. And who would have thought the defense outscored both offenses up into this point
far,
right
yeah.
here, huh?
That's the Bulls' first defensive scores of the year, and
I believe so, yes, sir.
2 turnovers, 2 scores for the D.
So here we go. Looks like they're going to go for 2 once again here following that touchdown fumble recovery by Bud Hill. How long was that one, Lance, right there? It's going
to be about 40 yards, 35 yards.
Well, they were across midfield, weren't they? So he's going to be about 50 to 55-yard fumble return. This time on the conversion, Smith pitches it to Watson. Looking for him over on the right side. Tripped up, just short. No good. 2-point conversion failed. 14-0 with 4:27 left to go here in the first quarter.
Bulls offense can't get back on the field.
And the pass here to number 31. Bud Hill on the scoop and score!
That's good for Bud.
Yeah, that's a really that's just a great momentum. You know, great play for morale all the way around. Anytime you get a scoop and a score.
Yeah, big defensive lineman. He don't get to get many touchdowns. He
Big
got
defensive lineman, tight end, Bud Hill, doing all the dirty work all the time that you got to do to be successful.
Never get no credit. Got the scoop in the store.
He showed a little bit of speed there on the he was running with the defensive backs.
He got 31 on now.
Look out. So turnover struggles for Boles here in the first quarter.
Shot herself in the foot both times.
Coach Rodriguez's defense coming up with the opportune chances. Mares is going to be set to kick it away once again.
One thing about the defense, JB, they're offline to the football anyways, you know.
Yeah, showing great pursuit right there. That time, I mean, the clean exchange on the handoff looks like it was probably disrupted by Bud Hill there from his interior defensive line position right there. He may have been trying to take the handoff.
We talked about it earlier in the year, how quick he gets off the line.
Yeah, we had, you know, especially with Coach Rodriguez, that seems to be a lot of his style there, you know what I mean? Really getting off the ball, getting penetration.
I think that defensive line, that's his bunch anyway.
You can tell he definitely rubs off on that group.
Right.
Mares kicks this one away. Good hang time. Fielded right at the 12-yard line. Stumbles for a moment. Corralled and wrapped up. Tackled down right about the 28-yard line.
Pretty good coverage by the Bulls kick team. One Champ Bailey. Like 4 little beds coming up off the bottom of the pile.
4:20 left to go here in the first quarter. First and 10 for the Hornets. Part of that three-headed monster right there between Smith, Watson, and Betts. They've yet to get it going offensively. So far, it's been the defense coming up with the scores.
Offense hadn't ran, what, 4 plays, 5 plays?
Yeah, we've got nearly as many scores defensively as we ran offensive plays.
Right.
This time, Boles under center coming out with that slot T look. This is that buck sweep coming over on the far side, and that is 8 up.
Casey Watson coming up in the defensive tackle spot.
Casey Watson setting the edge, coming up with the big-time tackle there on the early first down. Tackle for a loss. One of my favorite stats. That's going to put the Hornets behind schedule. Bring up 2nd and long.
Yeah.
You know, we've seen the turnover woes from them here, Lance, and it looks as if they were trying to go more back to the slot T look, the double tight look, see if they go back to the spread here. Or, excuse me, the shotgun, not so much spread.
No.
It's pretty condensed. Look for jet sweep maybe here. Drennan, play action, here it is, drops back, pressure in his face, steps up to elude it, weaving in and out of the defense. Eventually tackled.
JD coming up from the safety spot.
Making a great tackle right there before the sticks right there. He was the only one that was going to be able to tackle him before the first down marker.
Yeah, well, no matter what the distance right there.
Showed good acceleration.
Hey, he's pretty good. That's our best player for sure.
Yeah, he showed his mobility and his athleticism up until this point here.
Strong, too.
Yeah, tougher tackle than you think.
Yes, sir.
3:05 left to go in the first quarter. Pewitt leads by 2 scores, 14-0. Big third down right here on their side of the field, so maybe you can force a punt right here. Back under center. Drennan hands it off over on the left side, and this one is a big-time stop for the Bulls. Who's on that tackle there?
Number five, Nick.
Cade Nix coming up with the tackle for loss.
Warren Tyson Jones. No, so 77
Zavala. Yeah. Senior coming from his linebacker position. All over that buck sweep. Well defended.
Yes,
Coach Rodriguez's group is really pursuing well tonight, like you say. Overall, and that front is really playing downhill as far as the defensive line and the linebackers.
Right.
But, you know, that's how it should look after 2 weeks. You know, when you're coming off a bye week, that's how it should look.
Yes, sir.
So here we go. It's going to be about 4th and 5. Smith's going to be back deep to do the return duties for the Bulls.
Looks like he thought about going for it, JB, but I still would watch something here.
Boles is going to have 2 stacked to the right side here, so look for the rugby-style kick right here. JD needs to come on, get on this hash over here. Under 2 minutes left to go. Snap is back. Punt is away. This one's going to be a spiraling punt. Fielded well by JD, cleanly. Looking to pick up a block. Crossing midfield. Stays on his feet, trucking the defender.
He covered up with 2 hands in too, JB.
Tackled across midfield at the 35, dishing out punishment on that physical punt return there, showing off some of his toughness and determination once again, as we've seen showcased throughout the season.
Young man goes hard. There's no doubt.
Yeah, we had talked about it. He had totaled 10 touchdowns up until this point right there. Look at his stats. What do you have, Lance? He had over 500 through the air.
I ain't gonna tell you right here.
And had another 500 rushing, so he's about at the 1,000-yard mark total. Bulls are going to take over inside Boles territory at the 35, coming off a very good punt return by J.D. Smith.
587 in the air and 585 on the ground.
There you go. 1,100 yards total.
Yeah.
Smith hands it off to his running back. Watson explodes through the crease inside the 20.
Baby, you look at the hole in that play.
Wooden?
No, sir, Mr. 56, Mr. Cox.
Hey, tell me about it.
Yes, sir.
Hey, that's a big one right there. What a difference he's making, it looks like, on that one right there.
I've been kind of studying a little bit. Yeah, he's making a difference.
Going quickly. Smith in the gun this time. Fakes it to his back. Keeps it. Looking to spin out of there, go down. Tackled after a short gain. Clock rolls. Just over a minute left to go here in the first quarter.
Back to the line of scrimmage.
Coach Russell looking to go to the quarterback run game there a little bit. Working his shotgun package there. Taking his time down here as he's in the red zone. He's got, it's second and long. Play clock's right about 20. Game clock's at 50. Coming out of the huddle quickly.
Heavy.
Yep. And we're going to get a big shift as Hodges starts in the backfield. This time he's going to turn it around and pitch it quickly right there to Watson. Looks like Coach Russell trying to use a little bit of misdirection from the shifts in the motion, trying to use a little bit of a tendency breaker. He sent two to the left side over there and sent Hodges from the backfield right there to the right side. Try to go with that little bit of misdirection, try to fake the sweep and hit it quickly right up the middle.
Defended well by Quinlan.
Bringing up third and long. Let's see if we get a play here before this play clock winds down. About a 12-second difference. 10 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Empty formation for the Bulls. We're going to get a timeout. Boles right before the quarter break, and maybe they had something they didn't like formation-wise or scheme-wise, but take the timeout right there. They weren't even sure you were going to get the snap off right there.
Right.
Anyways, nonetheless, what else you got there, Lance? What do you think about it here so far right here?
Been a pretty fast start for the Bulls. Defensively,
if we're looking at it too, we 2 weeks ago at Cooper, we had a couple of chances early and a couple of red zone opportunities that we were unable to cash in on, and this is going to turn out to be one that you've got to come away with points right here.
We need to score right here, just for the offensive Saki.
Yeah, and as a going forward for your goals in the season. We're going to talk about it. A lot of respect, out there to Boles. It looks like they've got off to a rough start here, but nonetheless, we talked about for our program, you want everything to be clean and you want to be well executed.
Right. And other than the penalties on the kickoff, we hadn't had any other penalties. So a quarter of football with no penalties, that's not bad. What are we going to do right here, JB?
Well, it looks as if we're going empty right here. Look for the vertical passing game, maybe.
Quarterback.
Looks like we're getting press coverage. Watson comes in motion, fakes the jet sweep to him. Right up the middle, leading the way. Cox. Smith goes untouched. Touchdown, Paul Pewitt. Touchdown, J.D. Smith. How far is that one right there, Lance?
11.
11-yard touchdown run that time from J.D. Smith.
Never was touched, JB. Oh, there must be a flag on the play. Everybody backing up a little bit.
Oh, me.
Just got done talking about no flags. I jinxed us.
You jinxed us. Way to go.
I hear you.
Way to go, Hoghead.
I didn't hold nobody. It's going to be holding, too.
Yep, that's going to back us up. Could have been why there was such a big lane there.
Might have been.
Well, it's great to be here tonight at Brahmas Stadium.
Well,
we got to have a shout-out. We're missing our stats and security. Mr. Jimmy Waits out there. Miss you, bud. Hope everything's going well.
Yes, sir. I bet he's watching. Will you bet?
Yeah, we know it. We're gonna get some criticism. We're gonna get some critiques here just momentarily.
We'll get a phone call at halftime, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's right. So that's gonna back us up after that penalty and gonna make it third and even longer right there. We talked about what do you do right there. That time we faked the jet sweep and ran the quarterback keep along with a little power action pulling it.
Debbie Watson jumped up on Beckville 7-0 early.
Who's got a timeout here, Lance?
That's really cool.
All right. Okay, all right. Here we go. We have 5 seconds left on time. And here we go. We're going to take a break right here. Just a moment. Don't forget, this broadcast brought to you by Hodges & Son Construction, Hodges Farms, Jerry Braddock's Auto Trim and Glass, and the Bar 9 Cowboy Church. All right, here we go as we get set to resume action here at the start of the second quarter. 14-0, Pewitt leads in Boles territory, just on the edge of the red zone now, right at the 20-yard line here. So 3rd and long. Essentially 2 opportunities for us to get it, right, Lance?
Yes, sir.
So here we go. Condensed formation. Watson goes in motion. This time, Smith fakes it to him. Play action deflected right about the linebacker level right there. And that's a good play right there. Got to tip your cap there to the Boles defense.
Yeah. JD got put just a little bit more air underneath that one. He had Voodoo over there going down the sideline now.
It looks like we had him on some kind of wheel route there from his backfield spot maybe, or the slot there.
That's exactly what it was. Well, did he fake the jet sweep when they faked doing jet sweep?
No, Watson came on the jet motion right there. Yeah, probably ran that rail or that wheel out of the backfield right there, and always that's a tough route to cover, especially when you get any kind of play action with it or misdirection.
But have something down the field here, though.
So after the incompletion, 4th and long, looks like we've got to go where, Lance? Inside right about the 7-yard line or so?
Yes, sir.
Smith going to have a penalty marker. It's going to be false start offensively. It's going to back us up even further.
False start against the Braves.
Got to look to take a shot down here for it. It's pretty much going to be a shot down at the end zone even too. Now that you're backed up, you're not going to be able to run a comeback or some kind of curl or dig that far. So it's going to have to be some kind of go ball or a post or a wheel route or something like that downfield.
A jump ball or something.
Let's see, and JD's going to have to put a little bit of air on this one right here.
Right.
Let's see what kind of route combination or see what call Coach Russell's got in the bag right here.
There's not many 4th and 20s in the bag.
Here we go, press coverage right here from Boles. Hodges the wing over to the left side. Play action, pressure from behind. Smith looking to buy time, throws it downfield, incomplete, and that's I don't know. Anyways, let's see what we got right here. Turnover on downs.
He never really got to get his feet set back there, JB. They had fire on him pretty quick from the snap.
Pressure from his backside right there made him escape and roll to his right. At one point, he had it tucked, looked like he was going to want to keep it, and then he brought it back to his hand position right there and wasn't able to get the kind of throw and the velocity that he wanted on there. Nonetheless, turnover on downs.
It had been 4th and 4. He'd have tucked it and went.
Boles takes over at the 25-yard line.
I guess the defense going to score again right here.
Let's see, Boles going back to the gun. This time they're going to their bunch set, bunch to the far right side. Drennan hands it off to his back, powering forward.
Who could get the lowest then, wasn't it?
Sure was. Tackled right about the 29-yard line.
J.D. Smith on the tackle.
11:30 left to go here in the half.
Yeah, them Boles uniforms, them numbers are hard to spot, JB.
Yeah, that's right. There's going to be Garrett White on the carry.
Let's see if they go back to that bunch set right there and run something off of it. That time they kind of ran that inverted power right there.
Well, that's what they've had the most luck with, the luck they've had.
That's right. Here we go. Blitz pressure from Zavala from
nice
the corner spot. Misdirection coming back this way. And, man, we had penetration in the backfield once again, but they were just able to get that counter play and knife right underneath us right there through the seam there.
25 Bowski in on the top. I'm not sure, JB. He had a wide receiver out here that I don't know.
Well, no, that's what Zavala blitzed on a corner blitz. Now, it looked like Rodriguez was blitzing right into that. We just weren't able to come away with the tackle right there. So, you know, that's a little bit of that, you know, chess match that Rodriguez is playing right there as he's signaling it in. Anyways, a good run for Boles. Sets them up just short of midfield. 1st and 10, ball at their 47-yard line. This time going away from the bunch, spreading it out a little bit more. They're going to go with twins to the far side of the field. Drennan in the gun. Wild snap over his head, chasing it down. Wrapped up.
Boone Hodges on him.
Tackled way back, big loss. This time they're going to spot him right here at the 30. I thought he was further than that.
That's twice or 3 times they snapped it over the quarterback's head.
Yeah, that's right. They've had a few bad snaps tonight. Really put them in bad position, and this one will as well. This is going to make it second and what, Lance? Almost 30 almost.
Start 25 for sure.
For a huge loss.
So let's see what they come out with here. Scheme-wise, back to the bunch right here. They try to hit with that inverted power read to go play action off of it. This time it's going to be snap to the back, direct snap. That wasn't Drennan there. We got a penalty marker coming in from that sideline.
I didn't see yet. 22 got the ball, though. Tyson Jones with the initial contact for the Bulls on defense.
Tyson Jones playing a bigger role, stepping in as a starter here. The last, 3 games or so?
Games, yeah. At the safety spot?
That's right, yep, playing the safety spot. Junior, showcasing some ability on the defensive side of the ball. He pursues well and gives good effort on his tackles.
Got to have kids like that.
Yeah, that's right. So, still, after that gain right there, it's going to be 3rd and 23 way back here. The Hornets look to convert. Drennan drops back, lets it go, incomplete, unable to come away with it right there. Zavala in coverage. Ball was just a little bit short right there. Receiver would try to come back and make the catch. That
was Zavala getting pressure on the quarterback, too.
Little Zavala to Zavala action there.
On the defensive side of the ball.
Defensively, so that's going to be 4th and a mile for the Hornets. Looks like they're going to be forced to punt this one away.
JB, they don't have no positive yards this evening, do they?
What we got here? We got Smith comes on, looking to return the punt for the Bulls.
They get off there, got off.
Snap is back, punt is away, end over end punt. This one's going to be fielded off of one hop by Smith. Stiff arms a defender down the dirt, looking to take the corner, gets a big time block. Bowski downfield, Watson picks up another, and J.D. Smith on the punt return is going to be a touchdown. Paul Pewitt.
Flag free.
No flag on the play, and a special teams play here in the first half. No offensive scores yet, but J.D. Smith coming up with a great punt return right there with some very key blocks right there. Bowski was out there. Who was out there? Zavala, did he get one?
Hey, some of them boom blocks, too. Some of them good blocks.
Yeah, that's right. Watson out here.
JB, that's just athletes doing athletic things right there, you know.
Wow, and hey, after the vicious stiff arm there early on, do you see that?
Hey, shoved old boy to the ground. Yeah, nice run. Like I said, he's faster than you think, too.
J.D. Smith showing off some of that senior leadership, coming in to return, going out there to return the punt.
That's going to be every bit of 70 yards.
This time we're going to be set to kick the extra point. So it's going to be Bailey on the hold and Mares on the kick. Bailey tries to make the best of it, fires a pass incomplete, and that extra point conversion is going to be no good as it's 20-0 with 8:41 left to go in the first half.
Everything but the offense, JB. Defense, special teams.
Well, that's what I was going to kind of get to there. What are we coming away with a summary here, Lance, so far to start off? A little bit of a struggle, a little bit of a rough start here offensively, but defensively and special teams wise, it's about as good as you would have drawn it up.
Can't ask much better, I wouldn't think. It's good to get the defense, special team scoring. That helps out.
What do you see, Lance? You got anything in the area, any scores, any updates? We've got a little bit on the clock here. We're about 7:42, so we've had some kickoffs and some start times here. Interested to see some district. What do we have? Honey Grove and Rivercrest was a big one for our district, you know.
Cooper's up 20-0 on Como Picton in right before halftime.
They're playing in Picton?
4:20 before halftime.
Como?
Yeah. No, they're playing in Cooper.
Oh, okay. That's right.
No, yeah, they're playing in Cooper. Quitman beating Chisholm 22-7. Gilmer beating Pittsburgh 29-0. Mild beating Bowie 12-6. It's two pretty good rivals in Bowie County this week. New Boston, DeKalb, Mild, and James Bowie playing. That's two long-standing rivalries over there. Jefferson beating White Oak 19-0 at the end of the one.
Jefferson Bulldogs over there. What'd they say? In the swamp over there?
Bayou Bullies is what they calling themselves over there. Hey, that coach over there, they got them one over there. Hey, Wascom and Beckville's 14-10 Wascom.
That could be a slugfest.
Yeah, that's going to be a good one. LE beating Claywater 13-7.
That Beckville and Wascom, they could be co-champs over there in that district.
EF beating Big Sandy 13-12. That's a part of that district, too.
Mara is set to kick this one away, and this is going to be an onside attempt from the Bulls. Covered up with it. J.D. Smith comes up with the onside recovery.
Wow.
And what an aggressive call right there from Coach Russell and staff to go with the onside kick. Not really much sleight of hand either, the way that Mares set up for it.
Right. Quinlan's front line still standing there.
Hey, well executed right there. Did you see the effort that he had to dive for that one? And you got to give some credit to Mares, too.
Yeah. Hey, it's almost like a soccer pass, like he kicked, you know.
That was well executed.
For sure.
Gives the Bulls another possession, maybe the one that they lost or, you know, come up empty on one of these possessions here, or in the first half, excuse me.
What's White Hat trying to say?
So they're going to take over in Bowles territory just across midfield. 8:41 left to go. Pewitt leads 20-0. 1st and 10. Betts, Hill, and Hodges shift to the right. Pitch to Watson, looking for room over on the right side. Tackled from behind.
Pretty well played there by 58 from the Bulls. Hornets coming from his defensive tackle spot.
Looks like about a 3-yard carry there from K.D. Watson, the junior tailback here. And we talked about his season so far. He had 10 total touchdowns. What'd you say? What do you have yardage-wise almost? Maybe
5-something rushing, 300-something receiving, I think.
Yeah, close to 800 or 900 yards total on the season with 10 touchdowns total.
Right.
Young man shown what he's capable of throughout different flashes here in his career. This time on second down, we're going to have trips to the far side. Betts, Bailey. This time it's going to be a handoff to Betts. Watson was flanked out to the left. That time, Wuda Betts, the lone setback, taking the handoff across the 45, tackled at the 44.
JD having to pick the snap up off the ground right there. JB kind of destroyed the timing of the play.
Yeah, that's one thing that we were talking about that you're hoping to see improvement on through the season is the shotgun snap. We know traditionally Pewitt always being an under center team, or traditionally for the last 3 decades.
Right.
Tackle made by number 74.
This time trips again to the left side. Hodges is the wing over to the right. Smith sends Watson in motion, fakes it, keeps it, driving through traffic, staying patient, keeping his feet going. Tackled right about the 34-yard line.
Well said. That was a patient run right there.
Yeah, sure was. He let it develop.
Right.
And on that right there, I think that the timing is getting a little better, maybe getting a little more misdirection on the exchange.
He can hold that ball out there a little bit longer.
And that goes with the snap, too, like you talked about, too.
Right.
You got to have a good snap to have all that from the start. So it's all starting to click here. It's all starting to mesh, and that's what you want to see here at this point going forward.
Yeah. It's that time of the year that you need to be gelling and everything needs to be rolling.
Hey, when you talk to people that watch it, especially like you said right here, a lot of these, like whatever classification they are, if they're a junior, they're not a junior anymore. If they're a sophomore, they're not anymore. You're midway through it now. You've got the reps. You've got the experience.
Yeah.
Tight end and wing to the right. Smith, play action, looking to set up the screen. This one-handed tip pass caught by Watson. Penalty marker comes out. What's this one going to be? Is this going to be extra, or is this going to be holding offensively?
Be holding offense. Pretty good catch there, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, sure was. glad he was able to keep it, possession of it, and not turn up and be a turnover also.
Right.
So here we go.
Yeah, it was in there for a long time over.
Yeah, that's right. JD had to throw it over the defender's arm there, the defensive lineman. 6:31 left to go in the first half. Pewitt leads 20-0 after that penalty. Is going to back them up.
It'll be a spot foul.
Still going to stay first down or repeat first down there.
Yeah. My goodness.
Backing them up further. 44-yard line now.
Yeah.
First down markers all the way at the 25-yard line, so nearly 1st and 20 here.
They got the down box at the 40 and the football at the 45.
They're going to get it figured out.
Yeah, probably so.
Let's see here. Zavala leads the charge at his center position.
That's what we'll talk about it after this play.
Betts, Bailey, and Watson split out to the left. Watson this time in motion. Play action. Smith fires it out incomplete, intended for Wuda Betts, and that one right there is unfortunate. Looks like that one was going to be well set up, and looks like he had some green grass in front of him.
He brought the motion this way and then threw it back to the other side.
Yeah, but it looks like it was pretty well blocked over there with Bailey over there. So when you start so far behind the chains like this, Lance, it really puts you behind, but also it gives you, we're going to have to look to go to the air right now, so Pewitt may have to try to find some success through the air, try to find some concepts that they're comfortable with and find some success, some plays that they can execute here through the passing game. This time, Bailey's going to be split to the far side, trips here to the right, Hill's the tight end in line. Watson in motion. Smith fakes it to him, and this one's going to be well defended. As Smith's tackled from behind, right about the line of scrimmage. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Pretty well defended by the Hornets.
No gain on play.
Down the sideline, Watson, and that's going to be good enough for a first down.
Nice run by KD there.
Thank you, sir.
They working on it, everybody.
There we go, looking to get some technical difficulties sorted out. 5:26 left to go in the half. And what do we got to get caught up on, Lance? What a conversion there.
Well, we got a flag right here now, JB.
What a conversion there by Watson right
there.
Was. What was it, Lance? Did you get it on the jet sweep there, or what was it? What was the play there?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know what I'm trying to figure out what this flag is right here.
What are we going to have? Too many on the field?
Or going to be a hold or something?
Flag on the play.
And here we go. We're going to take a little bit of a break right here. What do we got, Lance? Timeout here. 5:26 left to go.
Bulls took a timeout.
20-0. We'll be back after this break.
And we have senior captain Audrey Green. And we have senior Gillian Lom. And senior Lacey Moffett. Senior.
So after Pewitt takes that timeout, Lance, both teams have 2 left here in the first half.
I guess that was a post-possession foul or something other.
Here we we go. 2 backs in the backfield. Smith, this time he's going to hand it off to Watson over on the right side, as that one's going to be well defended. Tyson Jones checks into the ball game.
Junior Northoff.
Second down for the Bulls.
I'm having trouble getting it punched in down here, JB.
Yeah, red zone opportunities. You can't let them go without coming away with a
No.
point.
Was this the second time tonight?
Sophomore Smith.
Jones and Watson in the backfield. Smith pitches it to Tyson Jones. Picks up a block from Watson. After a short gain, tackle right about the 15-yard line. Bringing up 3rd down.
Looks like it's all getting bunched up right there, JB. Having trouble getting outside on them. Seems like we've been 3rd and 10 or 12 all night long, chasing 3rd and chains all night.
So here it's going to be 3rd down. Tyson Jones and Champ Bailey are split to the far side left. Tight end and wing to the right. Watson in the backfield. Smith fakes the toss, hands it over on the left side, picks up a big block from Bailey and Tyson Jones, and skirts his way in for a touchdown. Pewitt, touchdown, KD Watson.
Yeah, 56 Jameson Cox opening the hole up wide open for KD. Another one of them, I don't think he was touched, JB.
Nice misdirection that time from the Bulls offense there to
Sure
go with
was.
the fake toss and the little counter kind of handoff, spin action handoff.
Right.
KD Watson coming up with another score here in the first half. Looks like the Bulls are going to attempt another extra point. Mares set to do the kicking duties.
Where did you get one of these to go through?
Snap is back.
There it is.
Mares gets it away, and it's going to be good. Extra point successful, and that's going to make your score 27-0 with 4:03 left to go here in the first half.
It's kind of just good to see the offense kind of got it going a little bit right there towards the end of that drive.
Yeah, for sure. We were backed up there with that 3rd and forever, seemed like, and Watson was able to pick that one up and then also able to punch it in on the score. So Watson doing a little bit of the lifting there to cap it off there in the red zone.
Yes, sir.
Seen a little bit of a mix that time from that drive right there, Lance.
Right.
What did that drive end up being? Was that an 8-play drive or so? I mean, where did we start out there? Because we had a few penalties, so we had to run a few extra plays. Had a little bit of a mix through the air and on the ground that time, Lance.
Yeah, yeah. They said it was a little bit better. Everybody's saying it's a little bit better now. See if we keep pitching this shutout, JB.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Good point there, Lance, up until this point right here. Good showing from your defense so far and special teams. They go hand in hand, like I like to think. I've told you my opinion before. That punt return, it is a defensive play. 3 scores by the defense and the special teams and 1 offensively, as the Hornets are set to receive the kickoff.
Coondog, that view right there.
Mares is going to be set to kick it away once again here in the first half.
Go for the onside kick again, JB.
Doesn't look like it. Looks like he's back deep to kick it away. Mares, this one, down the middle of the field. Ooh. Fielded.
Met by Champ Bailey.
Champ Bailey hustling down, coming up with a big-time tackle.
Yes, sir.
Look at that hustle right there and physicality there to finish it off.
Now, what's the flag for?
Did they get him for this? Hopefully not the celebration.
Personal foul on us. Guess we tackle him too hard, I guess.
Lance, we're going to be easy on it. I was thinking about that on the way over here. They were showing that one of those blinds. You see that blindside block, the Quentin Nelson one in the NFL, where he kind of stuck his hands out there like that. It's different than the way it's been played for a long time, Lance.
Yeah, for sure.
Nowadays, with the defensive player move, or the focus on protecting defenseless players.
Yeah, Not what I grew up watching, JB.
No. It's funny. I told you I watched the NFL films VHS when I was a young kid, and the intro to it, every one of those plays would have been a penalty nowadays.
Oh, yeah, injections and all kinds of stuff.
Fines, big-time stuff. So,
like I said, back today, you got hit for going across the middle just because you went across the middle.
Yeah. So after the penalty, Boles is going to set up shop right about the 42-yard line.
Well, JB, we didn't have a penalty that I said something.
Well, the first quarter was a little bit better penalty-wise, and the second quarter here is kind
of dragged along.
Been a few more penalties to boot. 3:57 left to go in the first half. Pewitt leads 27-0. Boles back under center in the slot T look. Drennan hands it off to his back, looking for room over on the left side, following his guards, picking up blocks there, and that's a pretty positive play, picking up close to 6 yards.
Tyson Jones and Bowski in it. Chris Bowski in on the stop for the Bulls.
I know that looked good to you, Lance, right there. A little buck sweep slot T right there.
Been a while since I've seen that, JB.
Quarterback take the snap, turn around, hand it off to his back.
Ooh, that was pretty. And got 5 yards, too.
You got to wonder with the bad snaps how many more times that Boles is going to go in the gun.
That's what I was just sitting there thinking.
This time he's got 2 backs this way. He looked for the buck coming this way. Drennan looks for the bootleg.
Oh, nice play out there by Nix.
Caden Nix is able to trip him up. Looks like that was a naked bootleg there, Lance.
Right.
Old school football right there.
School.
Little John Elway action there.
Yeah. Last time I seen that ran like that, it was Como Picton's head coach.
And that'll be a tendency breaker. I believe they still pulled the guard, and that'll key the eyes of the linebacker right there. They'll follow those guards like that and influence. And, it could be something determining this play right here, Lance. They could be running some kind of similar action off of it.
Right.
Didn't look like he had any intentions of throwing it downfield there, Lance.
Not at all.
Thank you, Mr. Higgins. So third down here for the Hornets. Ball spotted just short of midfield, inside that beautiful blue Power P there,
Well,
Lance.
that show is pretty, ain't it?
I know, you wanted a picture of that earlier. You wanted to take that and put it on the wall.
Yes, sir.
Boles going to be forced to take another timeout.
That's going to be the last one. No, they got one more left.
They got one more left, so Boles is going to take a timeout with 2:23 remaining here in the first half as they trail 27-0.
Well, JB, neither one of the offenses really been able to muster anything up here in the first half.
Yeah, and if you're looking at it from the Boles perspective, right here at this down, the third down, just short of midfield, what you want to do is you want to pick up this first down at least clockwise. You don't want to give Pewitt another possession here, with another chance to score here at the end of the half.
Right.
We've talked about it before time and time again. The really good football teams, they close out quarters and close out halves really well.
Yes, sir.
And that's what Coach Rod is preaching to his defense right there.
Right.
He's telling his guys to come up with a stop. And strategically, if you're Pewitt, ideally you can get a stop right here, call a timeout quick.
Oh, yeah.
And you're, over 2 minutes left to go here and looking to get another possession.
Right.
And that'll be interesting to see. I would personally take a timeout quick. He may decide just to let it run until they get it off and punt it away. That could take another 40 seconds and save the timeout. So a little bit of chess being played right here, Lance. Shotgun formation, trips to the right. Oh, bad snap once again.
Hey.
He's going to have to fall on it.
That wasn't a bad snap there. That went right through his hands.
Well, it was a rocket, I tell you that, too.
No, it was a rocket, man.
He may have got instructions to put a little more zip on it over there. So here, interesting here. We getting timeout, Lance?
Yeah, we called one.
Pewitt's going to take a timeout there. Coach Russell doing a little bit of time management.
Yes, sir.
Put some time back on the clock.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're going to get pretty decent field position here, JB. JD's had 2 good punt returns so far here tonight.
Yeah, it looks like Tyson Jones may have had an opportunity to get one, see if it's anybody else back there, or if Smith's going to try to double up. Take another one to the house.
Might as well. Don't have many more left here at the Brahma Dome.
And we had talked about for Boles right there, that was the first time they went back to the gun there on that set of downs, right?
Right.
And it looks as if they were trying to snap it right to their back there. Once again, it was 22 or whatever right there, so they were trying to run something like that.
Yeah, hurt themselves because they could try to score right here, and then they got the ball to start second half,
I thought, like me and you were talking about right here, even if you're 3rd and 4, you run something, get half of it, take the clock down under 2 minutes, or force them to use a timeout there.
Right.
All those little bits, the clock management, that all comes into play here with these situations like this.
For sure.
And that's what Coach Russell's trying to do, preserve enough time for his ball team so they can get some more points on the board.
Surely Boles will punt it now. Isn't it 4th down, right?
Yeah, they'll be forced to punt it right here. I don't see any kind of fake forecoming or anything like that. So,
but they're not lined up like it. They're going to go for it.
Now, does he have instruction here to punt it out of bounds here?
I think he's going to go for it.
Here we go. No, you're right. Here we go. 4th and long. May have something coming here. Lance reverse, double pass. Drennan drops back, throws this one high in the air. Jump ball, incomplete. Intended for the receiver over on the far side. Who's in coverage there, Lance? Mares?
Mares. I believe it's going to be 22 getting pressure in on the quarterback.
And so since the decision not to punt it away, Lance, now you give Pewitt excellent field position and coming off the timeout there. So 1:54 left to go in the half, and Pewitt takes over inside Boles territory at the 38-yard line.
Pewitt's got 1 timeout left.
So there's going to be, so that being said, 1 timeout, going to be a lot of fast-paced up-tempo here. Not going to be much huddle. That's what I mean. Going to be mostly a no-huddle attack right here. It'll be interesting to see the pass versus run decision here. Let's see if they started off with something like some jet, maybe jet keep, something like that, or if we're going to get something on the perimeter or downfield.
You got plenty of time to do what you want to do right here.
Here we go. Hodges in his wing position to the left. Watson comes in motion. Smith, play action, throws it over to Betts over on the right side with blockers out in front. Cuts it back to the numbers. Down, but not after he picks up the first down, so clock's going to start momentarily. 1:46.
Cox getting out there from his tackle position, throwing a key block.
Throwing a great block out there in the open field. That young man's impact is being felt here tonight. So the clock rolls, 1:38 left to go in the half. Smith in the gun. Fakes it to his back. Looking for room over on the left side. Another big block over there. Oh, penalty marker out.
Going to call a face mask on him.
Scores, but it's coming back.
They're going to call a face mask on him. Oh, he called hold? Oh, come. Yes, sir.
So that penalty marker is going to back it up. Initially was a touchdown right there as Smith got loose.
Wow.
So that's going to back you up.
I didn't even finish watching the end of the run because I was watching where the penalty come from. I was watching, I was watching that part of it.
Oh, I know. That's why we work so well. You was looking in there in the trenches, getting a little physical down there in the trenches, you say, Lance.
And I thought it was going to be a face mask. There wasn't no hold. No, there was a face mask. Or hands to the face, however you want to call it. The 2 JD's had call back tonight?
Yeah, I believe so. So here we go. 1:26 left to go in the half. 27-0, Pewitt leads. Bailey's going to be split out to the far side, top of the screen. Smith in the gun by himself. Looks like we're going to get Watson in motion. Penalty marker there. We had a little bit of confusion. 2 men going in motion right there.
And we had false start against the Brahmas.
False start, JB. JD was going to get smoked right there, buddy.
It looks as if he was looking to take a chance downfield maybe.
Right. He had green jerseys all around him.
That penalty marker going to back us way up. Now, Lance, right here, I know you're trying to be aggressive and score right here, but with the down and distance like it is, Lance, there's also the argument to be made right here. You just take it into the half.
Right. Go with what you got.
Worst thing you can do right here is have a terrible snap of your own or some kind of interception that's thrown and returned all the way back, or, you never know with the last play right here.
Last 2 minutes, we had nothing to go backwards.
You get greedy trying to get your hand in the cookie jar, Lance.
Right.
The next thing you know, you drop it and it's broken. Watson in motion. Smith, this time he's going to hand it off, pitch it to him forward. Watson with a head full of steam. Slung down inside the 20.
He still like to stay on his feet right there after he got slung. He's so low to the ground.
Coming up with a big-time run to get us back inside.
Manageable
down in distance. Just over a minute left to go. Lining it up quickly. Smith's in the backfield with Watson. Fakes it to him, looking for room right up the middle of the defense. Cuts. Tackled down.
Be another first down.
That's going to be enough for a first down. That's going to be right about the 10-yard line. So I'm guessing it's going to be first and goal here, Lance. Get a timeout.
Well, the clock stopped while they set the chain.
But we had a signal here.
Oh, he's running it.
Here we go. Setting them up. Under a minute left to go here. First and goal for the Bulls. So got to punch it in here, Lance. No goal to just goal to go situation right here. No more first downs. Close out this half right here and put some points on the board.
Yes, sir.
Hodges in motion. Smith throws it out quickly to Betts. Looking for room. Dragging defenders. Stopped short of the line of scrimmage. And unless we've got a timeout,
We called one.
Russell's going to take that timeout. That's going to be his last timeout there, Lance. So Pewitt's out of timeouts. Boles has one remaining. 31 seconds left to go in the half. That right there looks like it may be even tackled for a loss, right, Lance?
Yeah,
so it's going to be second and goal to go from about the 11-yard line here.
If we get down there inside the red zone, it just all gets condensed and just
Now,
we're having trouble moving it.
And just off of that little sequence right there, Coach Russell trying to dial up something there with that motion from the tight end and the wing Hodges. So you know there's probably going to be a shot coming off of it at some point. But that time, Betts unable to get away from the defense there and turn anything positive with that one.
No.
Also, that one right there, too, you run it to the shorter side of the field right there. So let's see if the Bulls can come up with the points that they're looking for here to end the half.
Just for like I said earlier, the offensive psyche, they need to get in the end zone right here.
We've had some success with some of the quarterback runs and some of the quarterback keeps besides the penalties.
Right.
It looks as if Coach Russell's going to a little bit of the empty stuff tonight. Looking to get the ball to his playmakers' hands out there on the perimeter.
There's been a few more different formations than that, huh?
And we had talked about that. That's one thing we agreed on. We thought that he had the ball distribution pretty evenly matched throughout the up until this point in the season. You know,
right.
Between that three-headed group right there with Smith, Betts, and Watson right there really taking the bulk of the carries and receptions. And, of course, you've had great plays from, Boone Hodges and Champ Bailey and Tyson Jones, Cade Nix, Bud Hill. That's right. And those offensive linemen along the front leading the way. Here we go. Trips to the far side. Bailey's over here to the right. Smith takes the snap. Tripped up before he can get going well. And he's going to be tackled inside the 10, right about the 6-7 yard line. 20 seconds left to go in the first half.
They got somebody hurt.
And here we go. They'll get us reset here in just a moment, Lance. What do you see? What you got for us, Lance? Anything to report?
Let me look and see. Everything ought to be moving along pretty good now.
Yeah, it's been a little bit of a slower moving pace here for us to finish this first half.
28-0 Cooper at halftime.
Cooper looking to come away with a strong start here in district play.
Gilmer 29-0 at halftime over Pittsburgh. Maul 20-6 over Bowie at half.
I like how you describe those rivalries between them and the New Boston Decaf right there. Those are great ball games in the area.
Right. Jefferson beating White Oak 33-0 at the half.
That's not a good look for us right there, Lance. No. We were hoping that White Oak would put a pretty good showing out there and show they were a better, loss.
Right. Well,
maybe for us.
You've been trying to get me to drink the Kool-Aid on Jefferson for last 2 years pretty much, and I think they may be for real this year, JB.
What's that back's name over there? Cameron Williams, I believe he is.
He's pretty good.
Yeah, I think he's had over 200 yards, like 5 out of 6 games, something like that. He's really been showing out.
Hey, Waskell's beating Beckville 21-10 at halftime. That's kind of surprising.
Well, you know what? It's not been that long since we played Wascom. We just played them at the house here just a couple of years ago now.
Yeah.
We had talked about that then. That was the narrative that we're talking about that came true. Was it was potential for us and Wascom to drop down to 2A.
Right.
And that's how it worked out.
EF and Big Sandy's 18-13 Big Sandy at the half.
As we get going forward here, of course, Boles, they're going to finish out after Pewitt. They go Como, Rivercrest, and Alba Golden. And for the Bulls, we're going to go Como, Rivercrest, Alba Golden, Honey Grove.
Yeah.
So Boles has yet to have their bye week yet.
Right. I bet they'll have their bye week next week.
Let's see what we got here. Here we go. We got some play coming here. Let me call it here. Third down. 15 seconds left to go in the half. Smith, play action, looking in the end zone, fired, complete, touchdown, Pewitt. J.D. Smith to Wuda Betts there on the play action pass.
That was pretty good there.
Well executed right there. Great call there from Coach Russell. Wide open he was.
Got it in for half, too.
Smith was able to put it on the numbers right there on the money. Showing off his accuracy there in the red zone.
He finally had some good time back there, JB. He got to get his feet planted on that throw.
He did look comfortable.
He did.
Great point there.
He did.
So here we go. Looks like we're going to be set to kick the extra point. What are your thoughts here as far as extra point and 2-point conversion? I think for tonight, I think it's kind of great that we're kicking some extra points.
I do too. I was just going to say we need to get down and kick an extra point. We need to get that down.
Sure do. Bailey set to do the holding. Snap is back. Hold is good. Kick is away.
That's good.
And that's going to be good. So it's going to make our score 34-0. Pewitt leads with 10 seconds left to go in the first half. And I just want to piggyback off of that right there. I think that's something that's really overlooked. 95% of fans won't really talk about it, but the extra points, that could be something that's crucial as you get ready to go into the playoff race, Lance.
For sure. Weather starts getting cold and nasty out there.
Yeah, and you know how we've talked about it before, all you got to do is get 50% of your twos, and it's the same as going 100% on your extra points.
Right.
But that being said, game to game, we had talked about it. What was it? We had talked about the 2 slim losses that we had versus Hugh Springs and White Oak. Both of those games, you could have made the argument that if we make some extra points there, you find yourself in the win column.
But like you said, 2's more than 1.
Yeah, that's right. And we had talked about it. Mares, he looks like he does a great job kicking, even especially extra points. But what you'd have to talk about is the operation. You got to have the snap, the hold, the kick. Everything's got to be on point.
Scenes facing the right way. Everything's got to be done right.
Yep, that's right. That's right.
So you can just almost say it's just as hard to kick it as it is to run it in from 2 yards.
Yeah, that's right. Nonetheless, 5 touchdowns here. And 2 of them offensively here, Lance. Who would have thought that right there for tonight's first half?
Right.
So with just 10 seconds left to go here in the first half, if your Boles right here looking just to go in and regroup and readjust, recalibrate, so to say.
Try to figure it out a little bit. What's hurt them most has been the quarterback-center exchange, JB. They've had a lot of big negative plays and 2 turnovers that way.
Right. Mares gets a hold to this one. Pretty good kick. Fielded right about the 18-yard line. Head full of steam. Tripped up. Down just short of the 30-yard line. Only 3 seconds took off the clock, so 7 seconds left to go. Let's see if we get a kneel-down attempt right here or some kind of shot downfield, or maybe they try to run a reverse or just run a buck sweep, try to get something to break.
Surely they take a knee here and go to half, right?
Yeah, I bet they snap it up.
I bet they do, too.
So, let's see here. What are some of the highlights there, Lance? Who's got the touchdown? Watson's got 1 touchdown. Betts has got 1 touchdown receiving, so the Watson-Betts combination.
JD's got 1 on the punt return.
JD's got 1 on the punt return and 1 passing touchdown. So showing off some of that senior leadership and toughness tonight, leading the way for the Bulls.
Take a knee.
They're going to take a knee. So Pewitt leads 34-0. We're going to set to return to action here in the second half. Please joining us. This stream, of course, brought to you by Hodges and Son Construction, Hodges Farm, Jerry Braddock's Auto Trim and Glass, and Bar None Cowboy Church. We'll be back.
And on this side, athletics on the become the lead. And the 34-0 at halftime.
Performing tonight are Chesty Mays, Aaron Newell, Isabel Allman, Andrea Reno, Amelia White, Special Officer Brooklyn Gregory, Third Lieutenant Jaylene Munoz, First Lieutenant Isabel Estella, and the Captain, Miss Leah Patterson. The first dance, the girls will perform Houdini. Great job, ladies. We'll see you back in just a few minutes. Please welcome to the field the Boles Mighty Hornet Band. Drum major for the band is Senior Deanne Tuxedo. Director of band for Boles ISD is Lisa Ramel Cordova. Tonight the band will perform their 2024 show Pandora's Box, with music by Whitney Dillon and drill design by Robert Stunt. Band member of the week is Audrey Resendez. Drum major, is your band ready? Now presenting for your halftime entertainment, the Boles Mighty Hornet Band. Great job, band. We're so proud of you. Now let's have our cigarettes back for one more performance. The girls want to say thank you to Beyonce. Yes, queens. You killed it. Good job, ladies.
Good evening. The Pewitt Consolidated Independent School District proudly presents the Pewitt Blaze and Blue Brahma Band. The directors of the band are David Washcroft and Matthew Kruger. The color guard instructor is Jax Newman. The title of tonight's show is The Upside Down, featuring music from the hit Netflix series Stranger Things. The drum majors are Colin Bigelow, Callie Phillips, and Zayden Gilbert. The color guard captains are Cody Whitaker, Katie Edmondson, and Savannah Sartain. And now, the award-winning Pewitt Blaze and Blue Brahma Band. Ladies and gentlemen, the Pewitt Blazing Blue Brahma Band. Overall band student of the week is Colin Bigelow. Guard member of the week is Emily Freeman. Rookie of the week is Kellen Puckett. Our most improved student of the week is Vance Norton. Band manager of the week is Ava Hill. The section of the week is the horn section. The band would like to wish a very happy 40th birthday to Mr. Sean Martin. The band and its directors would also like to thank the parents, the band booster club, the school board, our administrators, our community, our band managers, and our faculty for their support. Thanks also to our ag department for building and repairing props this season. The band would also like to thank the following sponsors for their generous donations to the program: Texas Blooms, Bruce Thompson, CMB Naples, and Top Hat Trailers. The band will compete at the Mount Pleasant Invitational Contest tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. and would love your support. A huge shout out to our band beau, Aiden Bigelow, and our sweetheart, Yoreli Noriega. We are so proud of you and how well you represent our program. Go Blazing Blue!
Well, folks, if you're still joining us, we appreciate it greatly. Here at the start of the second half, Pewitt leads 34-0 here. Homecoming 2024. Lance, what are some of your thoughts on that first half there?
JB defense played awful well, coming up with 2 scores and got a special team score. Offense seems like they're still sputtering a little bit, especially when we get down in the red zone.
Yep, that combined along with the penalties have forced us in the longer down and distance situations.
We pretty much had the penalties, I guess, cleaned up. I said something in the first quarter, and after I said something, they started flying.
You have to piggyback off of those scores right there. The 2 defensive touchdowns were one scooping score by Bud Hill to start the party, and then Caden Young was able to fall on one in the end zone there. And then, of course, J.D. Smith with the powerful punt return.
Right.
How do we describe that one with a stiff arm just short of midfield?
That's like Derrick Henry type stiff arm.
Hey, can't wait till we get some highlights of that next week somewhere, maybe.
That'll be somewhere. That'll be on the
we'll have to get in on that right there. Yeah, Caleb will have to get on that one there.
Yeah, that'll be a highlight reel somewhere, guaranteed.
That's right. So set to receive the opening kickoff here in the second half. Boles looking to get something going here in the second half, Lance. They were unable to score any points in that first half. Really had some turnovers, some untimely turnovers that turned into points.
You know, like I said, I think the quarterback's their best player.
You know, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to talk about, they unfortunately they struggled with a lot of the snap issues tonight. You know, so.
And like you said, the one I was really looking at, it was just so hot he couldn't catch it. It was right at his face. You know.
Correct, and that one down there in your own territory when your back's against the wall right there, that turns into points right there too. Just kind of an avalanche there for the Boles Hornets.
And and then we stole the possession on the onside kick too.
Yeah, correct. Got to give Coach Russell and staff credit there to come away with another possession. Juarez kicks this one away, fielded right about the 20-yard line.
Ran a little fake reverse there, did they?
Nice, good eye there, Lance.
Yep.
Tackled right about the 34-yard line.
I say number 1, Champ Bailey coming up off the bottom of the pile along with.
Looks like Champ and JD may be fighting for special teams player of the week, huh, Lance?
Yeah.
I know Champ, man, he had that great coverage and that great hit, great tackle down there in my eyes. I don't know what the penalty was after the fact, but really a great play in my opinion. The kickoff where he got the tackle down there, and they had the 15-yard penalty attack on the end of it there.
Right.
But nonetheless, the Hornets take over, 1st and 10.
Snap issues again.
Drennan picks it up off the ground there on 1st down.
Did he get it back? Yeah, I think
Looks like he's able to keep up with it, bringing up 2nd down. Grayson Drennan able to save the possession.
The other snaps were going over his head, and that was at his feet.
Tackle played by number 22, Peyton Young, for the Brahmas.
Here we go, 2nd down. Handoff up the middle.
Pretty good. That's pretty good misdirection there, JB. Well defended by the Bulls up front.
And number 15 for the Hornets.
Bud Hill on the stop for the Bulls.
Tackle made by number 25, Chris.
Bringing up 3rd down for the
And
Hornets.
number 31, Bud Hill.
No, we're good here at the moment. Here we go. 3rd down for the Hornets. Slot T formation. 2 backs to the right. Drennan tries it on the end around.
Oh,
And
nice
this
play.
great tackle for a loss. That Cade Nix there, the sophomore.
Nice young sophomore there.
You know, he's really been setting the edge very nicely at different points during the season here.
Right.
Really showing that he's going to be a consistent player there. A sure tackler.
Yeah.
Way to describe it.
Yeah, he held that spot down pretty good, JB.
Yeah, that's right. So it's going to be 4th and long for the Hornets. Forced to punt it away once again. This time J.D. Smith back for yet another punt return. And let's see if he can set the Bulls up with good field position.
Has there ever been 2 punt returns in one game?
Well, you'd have to dig deep into the archives. Maybe Mr. Jimmy can call in. Bad snap on the punt. The punter has to fall on it, and that's going to be a really negative play there. And Pewitt's going to take over in Boles territory inside the red zone, inside the 10 even. So goal-to-go situation here to start off, Lance.
Off the short field.
Not the kind of start that you wanted for the second half there
No,
for the Hornets.
No, they needed to at least run some clock there, JB, and they didn't get that accomplished.
Yeah, that's right. Unfortunately, we may be experiencing some issues if you've got the audio-only stream there. But nonetheless, we're still here on the YouTube here. 1st and goal for the Bulls. Looking to punch one in, right, Lance?
Need to get this one in, JB. Here early, too, on the 1st or 2nd play.
Thanks. Let's see here. What do we got? Smith in the gun. Watson to his right. This time he's going to hand it off to him. Looking for room over on the left side. Great explosive cut right there to try to get out of traffic.
Pretty good. What do you call them?
What do you call like a jump cut there?
Yeah, like a jump cut. Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
Tackle made by number 58 for the Hornets.
When he jumped back, he jumped right back into one of them Hornets.
And it'll be interesting to see tonight, Lance. Let's see if we can find something to hang our hat on here.
Right,
Here. You know, we've had some of the success. We had some success on that kind of fake sweep, kind of misdirection handoff right there up to the other side, kind of through the middle of the defense.
Yeah, and and JD keeps it off that whenever he fakes that play and keeps it. We've had pretty good success on that.
Correct. Twins to the right. Smith, play action. Pressure in his face, looks to elude. Throwing it to the end zone. Caught complete. Wuda Betts coming up with the touchdown reception. Touchdown Pewitt. Wuda Betts able to come up with the great possession catch there and keep it alive. J.D. Smith showing some poise, showing some confidence, escaping the pocket, keeping it alive, keeping his eyes down the field.
Directing receivers.
Exactly. Hey, what they used to call that back on the Madden 04, the playmaker right there.
Yes,
Hit
sir.
with the playmaker stick.
Yes, sir. That's just him becoming a quarterback.
So that's going to be the second touchdown connection between Smith and Betts on the game there, Lance.
Right. Is that 3 for JD tonight? Passing?
3 touchdowns. That's two passing and 1 on the punt return.
Right.
Snap is back. Bailey has to scoop it off the ground, looking to keep it alive.
Oh, that wasn't going to be good.
Ball comes out, eventually recovered And that extra point attempt is going to be no good. So 40-0 after that score. Pewitt leads here with 8:56 left to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, JB. JD's starting to. I don't know how you want to put it. He's starting to come into being a quarterback, I guess you should say.
Yeah, and you know we've talked about it before. You know his varsity journey. You know he's played all over the field at different roles at times. Played nose guard, played linebacker, playing safety now.
Played a little fullback.
Yeah, that's right. Played that early on in his career.
A little halfback.
That's right. But this year to have to step into an entirely new role and an entirely new offense, and lead the way.
He's done a pretty fair job at it.
You know, and he's the kind of kid that puts his effort on his sleeve. You know what I mean? You know what you're going to get with him. You know, he's going to battle and he's going to keep fighting. You know,
there ain't no doubt there.
And we got to give some credit to Wuda Betts working his way open right there. I imagine after he initially ran the route, he had to break off and kind of run that scramble drill, find that green grass there in the back of the end zone.
Come back to you, quarterback.
And JD put it on him.
Yeah, he directed Katie out of the way so he could throw it to Wuda.
And able to successfully secure it there.
Yeah, through a rope, too. Pretty good pass.
Wuda Betts showing some more of the sure hands that he showed throughout different points in the season. He hadn't dropped many of them.
No, sir. Sure hadn't.
Well, we've got a 40 burger here, Lance.
Yes, sir. A long way to go. Maybe they'll start running the clock here directly.
We'll see. We've got a lot to kind of unpack as we get to talking about it. You know, nowhere else we'd rather be than watching Raymond football here, with all kinds of action going on in the area.
Yes, sir, for sure.
I was down there talking at halftime some, and there was some interesting scenarios looking forward to by-district stuff with District 10.
Oh, yeah.
This tackle, is that Cade Nix making the first tackle attempt there, tripping him up there?
Yeah.
Down there on the coverage, hustling down.
That's got to be.
I want to tip my cap to this staff right here. The emphasis that they put on the special teams, you can tell the way the kids run down there on the coverage. You can tell that they're hungry and excited to get in and and really set them up with poor field position and set your defense up in position to succeed.
Right.
So here we go. The Hornets are going to take over first. Go ahead.
The kids' effort's there. There's no doubt the kids' effort is there.
You can tell that it's coached up and it's a point of emphasis.
Right.
And I think it really says a lot to special teams coordinator Coach Jenkins, of course, and staff, that putting an emphasis on it right there, and you can definitely tell it.
Right.
Here we go right here. One back in the backfield, kind of that condensed 2-by-2 look from the gun. This time Drennan has to hold on to it.
Nice pressure.
Nearly deflected there by Tyson Jones.
Nice pressure by Boone Hodges coming from his linebacker spot. Getting a pretty good shot on the quarterback.
Grayson Drennan doing all he can right there to handle that snap. That one was another lively snap coming back there.
It's hot, wasn't it, JB?
Sure was. That thing was like a hot pocket when you put about 2 minutes too much on it.
Yeah.
8:48 left to go in the third quarter. 40-0 our score. Pewitt leads.
Well, I'm sure the young man heard it at halftime about snapping it on the ground back there to him,
Oh, yeah. Like you said, that's going to be some of the regroup and adjustments. Here we go. A little different look right here from our defensive front. Maybe a little bit of a 3-down look. Pressure look coming. Blitzing linebackers.
Balls on the ground, maybe?
Balls on the ground here. That misdirection fooled me for a minute. I went with the back towards the sideline.
J.D. Smith with a fumble recovery.
And so the Bulls are going to take over after that fumble. Who came up with it, J.D.?
J.D. came up with it. I'm going to say Boone Hodges probably put the lick on no boy to get it.
So setting up with excellent field position once again in Hornets territory.
We have time on the field for an injured player.
Lance, tell me something that's going on in the area. What's going on with the south end of the county? What about them Tigers? They've got the Queen City Bulldogs. Tell me something here.
They struggling down that way, JB. Well, they got one win on the year.
One win on the season over Redwater so far.
Over Redwater.
Common opponent for us.
Cooper 49, Como 7.
Como going to be a slot T team. We go to Como next, right?
Yeah, Gilmer 43, Pittsburgh 0. Maud 20-6 over Bowie.
Bowie hasn't won a game yet on the season also.
No, sir. Beckville and Wascom's 21-17. Wascom.
Ball game, slugfest.
Starting the fourth quarter.
That could be for first and second place over there in that district.
That Big Sandy Leisure Field game still 18-13 right before half.
Wascom Beckville, just to go back to the district championship. There could be games like that tonight in the area where it's really the two best teams playing. You could be having district championships being settled tonight.
Oh, there's no doubt.
Here we go. Watson's to the left. Smith's going to bring him over to the right side. Play action. Drops back. Looks deep.
Oh.
just out of the reach of Champ Bailey, intended for his receiver. And that right there, nice play call, aggressive. Play action. Smith stepped into it, just led him a little bit too far to the inside. Bringing up second down for the Bulls.
Yeah, you need to put a little more air into that one, JB.
Yep, Champ had a step on his man right there. Just got to put it out there in front of him where he can able to catch up to it.
Yep, let him run under it.
But like you say, that's part of that growth and that, you know,
for sure,
development that he's getting this season.
I think White Hat's over talking to Coach Russell. I think there may have been a little extras going on there.
Well, I think we were looking downfield, and there might have been something else in the pocket there, like you say.
Yeah.
I had my eyes looking deep, seeing if we were going to get a completion.
I caught the end of it, let's put it that way.
Second down for the Bulls. 8:27 left to go here in the third quarter. 40-0 is our score. Coach Russell signaling in the play. This time, Bailey's going to be split to the right side. Betts in motion. They're going to pitch it to him, looking for room over on the right side. Picks up a block from Watson. Makes a man miss. Spin move. Eventually tackled right outside the 10-yard line.
I don't know about losing.
First down run for the Brahmas.
Well, we're running. White Hat signaling the run.
For the Hornets. Here, Light.
We was tackled inbounds there, but Coach Russell looking to attack the perimeter there, getting in his playmaker hands, Betts.
Bulls using a little tempo.
Smith throws it to the corner of the end zone, intended for Bailey, incomplete.
That's not bad right there, though. That wasn't bad.
A little pump and go right there, a little bit of that fake action right there. Pretty well defended there for Boles.
JD just threw it to that back pylon, and Champ was just going to try to run under it.
Yeah.
Just a little bit overthrow.
After the incompletion, going to bring up second down. This time, Betts and Bailey are going to be split out to the right side. So we don't have any sticks anymore? Are we second and goal? I thought they spotted us. I guess they must have us right on the 10.
We're in just, Here
we go. Pitch to Watson. Pressure in his face initially. Makes a man miss. 2. Spinning forward. Lunging. Turns it into a positive gain of close to 3, maybe 4 yards.
Number 0, Katie Watson.
It's going to bring up third down. So 4-down territory here, Lance.
Tackle made for the Hornets, number 54.
we get inside the red zone, we just stall out.
Now, these two plays right here have got to be kind of tied together right here. You got to think these two play calls right here, they're going to kind of work off of each other. It'll be interesting to see if he looks to attack the wide side of the field, maybe over there on the left side. Looks like we're going to have twins over there to that side, Hodges and Bailey. 2 backs in the backfield. Betts along with Watson. Watson's going to take the handoff, looking for room over on the left side.
Boy, he shifted.
Diving forward, touchdown Pewitt. Touchdown Katie Watson.
Boy, he shifted.
Katie Watson really showing some great effort on that run right there, taking the handoff, looking for room over on the left side. Looks like they kind of initially had him corralled. He was able to escape and find his way in the end zone.
He used his quickness there, JB.
So it's going to be Watson's second score of the evening.
On the ground. We got to start getting some of these extra points through right here.
It'll be against the clock also, because now the play clock's down to 7. 3, 2, they get it off. High snap. Bailey barely gets it down. This one's going to be blocked. Bailey picks it up off the ground. Showing great effort where he's eventually wrapped up. Tackled right about the 23-yard line.
He didn't want to go down, did he?
Showed great effort there, but again, unsuccessful PAT attempt. That's going to have our score 46-0 as Pewitt leads with 6:49 left to go here in the third quarter.
We finally got it in down there, JB.
Yeah, and well, I was going to say the way that it's kind of looking, I think you might get your wish, and we may get plenty of red zone opportunities tonight, just because of the fact of how the field positions worked out.
Right. Right.
It's been tough sledding here for Boles, of course, but it seems as if, especially here in the second half, when Pewitt has had possession, it's been in Boles territory.
Right.
So we really have been working in the red zone.
Yeah, I don't think we've crossed midfield all quarter.
And that's kind of made it a little bit tougher on your passing attack, too, because then those windows are tighter and there's less space to operate.
Right. 23-17 Wascom. 25-13 Big Sandy over EF.
Wascom, Beckville, Big Sandy, and EF.
Harleton 41, Hawkins 26.
The humor that I found down there at the halftime break was, we've got the season going underway, and as we get matched up in by district, dropping down to 2A, we're still playing EF and Wascom teams that we were playing in 3A.
Same
It's the same thing.
Yeah, and if folks don't know about Beckville there, Beckville wouldn't be a very good draw.
Yeah, well, I just found it ironic right there that, we thought we were going to get away from some of that 3A competition, and here we are playing some of the same programs we'd have been playing anyway.
JB Honeycomb beat Rivercrest 36-7 in the third quarter.
And just to talk about that one a little bit, that was a big-time matchup. Rivercrest undefeated up until this point right here with some, pretty decent wins, and, of course, Honeygrove being one of the heavyweight teams. This is a short, high pooch kick. Mares is going to recover it, but it's not going to go 10 yards. It's going to be a penalty, correct?
Well, they didn't throw the flag yet.
We'll see if we get this sorted out right here, Lance.
I think two head coaches trying to get together on it.
Let's see, he kicked it to 40, right, Lance? Took a bounce at 49 on this side. Bounced back that way. Boles is going to take over right there.
There's got to be a flag, don't it?
That's what I thought. That'd be a penalty marker.
If it wasn't a penalty, it's our ball. Right.
Who knows? Looks like Boles is going to set up offensively right here in Pewitt's side, right about the 48-yard line. 1st and 10. Drennan back in the gun, bunch to his right. He's going to take the snap, hand it off to his back, looking for room over on the right side.
Swarmed by the Bulls defensive line.
Great defensive effort right there on 1st down, keeping them right where you want to, keeping it under control.
Right.
What's that back on that carry there, Lance? At 30?
Yeah. 33.
33, Cameron Simpson.
And the tackle made by number 16, Dustin Nevels, and number 21, Brody Hodges.
Is that young Hodges getting in on the field right there?
I think so. What's that, a young freshman or sophomore?
Going to be a freshman, I believe.
I believe so.
And that's going to be something to look forward to as we get going deeper into this ball game right here. Some of the substitutions and different personnel and reps that kids are going to get that they may normally not get. Blitz look from Rodriguez this time. Pressure in his face.
Hodges again, isn't it?
Brody Hodges?
Yep, that's him.
Brody Hodges coming up with a big-time sack.
He just needed to get on the field, JB. That's all he wanted to do.
Hey, Lance, I coached that kid in Little League there his year in 6th grade football right there, man. He's just, like the rest of, his family name, of course. Great kid, you know what I mean?
Right.
Great effort, you know what I mean? And it's great to watch him make some plays here on Friday night.
Yeah. Oh, he's one of them ones that's going to give you that effort, too.
And now right here to look at it, Coach Rodriguez, he's got the 3-down defensive line right here.
Well, I seen something about from our defense whenever they started that possession right there. The defense was fired up, clapping in the huddle.
Yeah,
I guess they're trying to pitch the shutout.
Yeah, and that's what it looks like. Rodriguez is going to his pressure package right here. Is what I was trying to say right here, and he's not showing any relief or any foot off the gas, off the accelerator here. He's bringing the heat. Drennan, pressure in his face, heaves this one up. Zavala comes away with the interception. Big time defensive stop right there.
Once again, JB, Bulls defense coming up with another turnover.
Cruz Zavala, the sophomore corner, coming up with his first interception of the season. He's had some moments, played well, had some reps that hadn't gone his way some during the season, but overall really played well for a sophomore, and you're always excited to see him come away with that first interception right there. And I got to tell you what, X's and O's wise, Lance, I'm really digging this pressure package right here.
Oh, there's no doubt.
Coach Rodriguez, he's got them, right where you want to, pitching a shutout 46-0. You got them behind the sticks.
Right.
All the, the factors on your side right there, Drennan there, pressure from the moment that he got it. Not much else he can do but just throw it up for grabs there.
Give Coach Rodriguez the credit there that he got him in a bind. He's putting his foot down on him.
For sure.
Yes, sir.
Here we go. So now offensively, time for any subs yet, Lance, or do you want to see some more reps and some more successful plays here from your offense?
Uh-oh.
Smith throws this one out quickly, intended for Champ Bailey, incomplete.
And the pass goes incomplete.
At this point here, clock's going to roll. Under 2 minutes and 50 seconds left here in the third quarter.
I think we're going to have a few subs coming in. I see Zavala, Nix, and Tyson Jones.
Yeah. Maybe somebody had gotten
Who's 10, JB?
It's Zavala. It's a quarterback.
Who's the other?
Dakota Zavala.
Oh,
that's our quarterback. That's quarterback 2.
Quarterback 2, right.
Of course, Dakota, we noticed early on. I mean, Nix had played some backup quarterback, but now the Dakota Zavala is going to come in.
The future, you're saying.
And along with Tyson Jones out here, junior.
Yeah.
Who else is here, Lance?
Nix is in the backfield now.
That's Cruz Zavala right there in the slot, right?
So we're looking at all our skill players, but all the skill players here will be back next year.
Correct. This time, Zavala at quarterback takes the snap, unable to get loose, takes it close to the line of scrimmage, bringing up third down. And what do we got up front here, Lance? Looks like we got Nickelberry's checked in, but overall, mostly the starting offensive line.
Yeah.
Maybe one sub there along the way somewhere.
In number 10 for the Brahmas, Dakota.
That group needs to work together, JB. They hadn't been a full group since, week 2 or 3?
Yeah, since White Oak right there, we've had some health and some injuries that have kept them from being a complete unit. And we talked about they're mostly led by seniors, even though they're on the lighter experience side.
Right.
There's going to be a false start there after the shift right there.
That's one of the ones.
That's the ones right there. That's the stuff you're trying to clean up right there. That's what you've got to get cleaned up going into the playoffs.
That's the ones you have to get cleaned up to go into the playoffs.
And, of course, like you say, we got some kids working their way back, you know what I mean? So not a ton of reps for them right there, You got to give the kid a break, of course. But
right.
Here we go. Third and long right here. Interesting to see. Will he have Zavala try to air it out downfield, or do we play it conservative and keep it on the ground? Play action, Zavala. Pressure from behind. Big-time sack that time from the Boles defense. Number 22 coming up with the sack there.
JB, if he had just a little bit of time, he had Bud Hill going across the middle of the field wide open.
Ethan Bain, the senior defensive lineman, coming up with the sack there, and that's going to bring up 4th and very long for the Bulls. Play clock at 38, game clock at 48, so a little 10-second difference right there. So you're going to have to snap it away here to take it into the fourth quarter.
Right.
What number you got back deep here for the Bulls here, Lance?
Maybe 8.
8, Elijah Granado. That's going to be right. He's been handling a lot of the return duties. This time Smith gets this one away, end over end. Granado's just able to fall on top of it to keep possession right about the 47-yard line. So pretty decent punt to flip the field a little bit. You at least get them over midfield.
Right. Got you out of back up against the goalpost.
That's right. And so it'll be interesting to see here defensively how many subs we're going to have, Lance. Let's see how many of these underclassmen we've got here. Let's see if we get some more of that pressure package look.
Got KD playing safety and Nick's playing safety.
Got Dakota Zavala out here playing defense.
Yeah, he'll just come off. Somebody checked in for Hill. Oh, we're putting JD on the defensive line, JB.
Hey, good eye right there, Lance. Here we go. Interesting to see. We got how many Hodges at linebacker? 2?
2 Hodges at linebacker. JD playing nose guard.
There goes the quarter break right there. So here at the end of the third, 46-0. Pewitt leads over Boles. We'll be set to resume action here after this break.
46-0 going into the fourth quarter.
Well, and as we get set to resume action here at the start of the fourth quarter, Pewitt leads big. What you got to say about it, Lance? You got any thoughts? You got any kind of checks in the area? This time it's going to be a direct snap to the running back, looking for room over on the right side. Well defended. Tackled for a short gain, maybe 3 to 4 yards.
Boone Hodges in on the stop.
We got number 12, Boone Hodges on the tackle.
Got Wooda playing a little bit of defense. So kids getting some reps here tonight at a few different spots, different roles maybe.
Right. I feel like I'm on the clock the rest of the night, JB.
Yeah, with the score right here, it's generally what you like to see here. We're at the, 9 o'clock mark. It's 9:11 p.m. right here. So this thing's all but about wrapped up.
Yes, sir.
Drennan, counter play, double handoff going back the other way. He's got green grass in front of him.
Pretty good play.
Yeah, that's a nice play right there. That's what it was there, wasn't it, Lance? A little double handoff action where he hands it off inside to him right there.
It's pretty well drawn.
Got a little counter right there.
Right.
Takes advantage of that aggressive.
Probably their most successful play of the
defense.
night. Longest yardage play of the night for him, JB? Probably so, huh?
And number 24, Ian Perez, the tackler for the Brahmas. Ball carrier was number 13, Ethan Selden.
Talk about it here, Lance. Cover for me for a second.
What is it, first and 10? 10:30 to go in the ball game. You got it back now.
Here we go. Motion. Oh. Spin. Handoff over here on the right side. A little bit of a counter. Handoff gets loose. Looking to run away from the D. Ball comes out late.
Oh, he's hurt. That ain't good.
Casey Watson with the tremendous hustle to chase him down from the backside also. And who else was in there to force that? Was it Zavala in there to kind of force the fumble there?
I think so. And the running back just kind of got hit back here in all the misdirection, JB.
That was another misdirection play right there.
Nice play.
And number 24, Ian Perez on the tackle.
Well, one of Boles' more successful offensive series right here. They found themselves in the red zone here, looking to come away with points here.
Yeah. Got to get started somewhere, JB. Like I said, they got the easier part of their schedule coming now.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going here at the second half, like you say, especially with the way their schedule is looking, you're trying to find any signs of positivity, some kind of momentum, some kind of success right here, something you can point to say, hey, look, when we executed well, looks how it panned out. Getting a good timeout from Coach Rod. And that could be interesting right there. I like that from Coach Rod's perspective in a sense, Lance. You know, he wants to pitch a shutout here. You get down here close to the 10-yard line right here. You want to make sure everybody's sorted out.
Hey, and the kids deserve it too, you know.
Yep. Now you're going to have to stop them on 4 tries here now.
Right. But the shutout will do that defense worlds of good. Just you know.
Oh, wow. Well, we've talked about the defensive improvement at different points in the season, you know, and it's kind of been – it's been a bit of a – I mean, I don't know if strange is the right way to say it, but, you know, up and down, you know, there's been up and down moments throughout the season. The highs and the lows of this season for the Brahma faithful.
Yes, sir.
Good job, ladies.
We've had a couple of heartbreaking losses. We've had a couple of big wins now, of course, here with Linden and Boles.
Yeah.
And our schedule kind of breaks down what? We kind of had the heavyweights for our schedule were at the beginning and the very end.
First and last.
That's right. Yep. First district game with Cooper. The last district game with Honeygrove.
That's a pretty good scenario, really and truly, if you think about it.
Really, it's worked out in a lot of good ways for us, considering the bye week and talking about those two placement right there in the schedule.
Well, if everything goes like it should, when we get to last week 10 down here at the Brahma Dome, we ought to know we ought to be playing for second place or first place.
Yep, exactly right. Or finishing third somehow.
Right.
Here we go. Drennan in the gun, sends a man in motion, fakes it to him, and Boone Hodges shooting the gap, penetrating, coming up with another tackle for loss.
Boy, he's got to lead team in tackles for loss, don't he?
Man, he's really showcasing his instincts here, especially on plays like that right there. Not waiting for it to come to him. He's really attacking, penetrating, and making plays on the other side of the line of scrimmage, and that's just difficult to do. Got to tip your cap to the young man.
JB, there's lots going on out there.
Really showed he showed a lot of good plays like that here in his junior campaign.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, he'll have a shot to make an all-district, linebacker spot with
yeah.
plays like that.
Yeah.
You know, we had talked about it, summing up this district a little bit, right, Lance? What do we say, Cooper? Adrian Finney kid over there, he's going to have a showcase.
Hey, he's a handful.
Yeah, he's going to have an argument for defensive MVP or district MVP.
Right.
You know, we're going to have, between our three, maybe Smith is kind of singled out as a district MVP candidate for us.
Right.
Honeygrove's got the big recruit over there. Morris is his last name, I believe, something like that.
He's been injured. I don't know if he's ever come back yet or not.
10-8 100-meter dash kid.
Oh.
Drennan this time gets away from a few, somehow stays on his feet.
That young man's strong, man.
And able to turn it into a positive play for the Hornets.
He took a pretty good beating here tonight, JB.
He showed a lot of toughness.
Sure has. We had him on our squad. He will find a spot for it.
Man, he loves kids like that right there that lay it all on the line.
Right. I mean, he's doing that at 46-0. He's still laying it all on the line.
Yeah, exactly. That says a lot about a kid like that,
sir.
too. Not tapping out, really fighting all the way through to the finish.
Would you say he was a junior?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be pretty good next year for sure.
And it's going to be tough if you're looking at it from the Boles perspective. I mean, we talked about the last 2 weeks combined. They were only able to score 6 points. Cooper shut them out, and Honeygrove all but did shut them out.
Right.
If the Bulls are able to pitch a shutout or give up one score here tonight, that'll be just, a handful, 10 or, 12 points, 14 points in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah, they're going to have to regroup because they'll still have a shot against Rivercrest there for one of the speeds possibly.
Yeah, that's right. And we'll have to go back. You have to give me the update on that Honeygrove and Rivercrest score because between like you say, teams like this, and I don't know, it'll be interesting to see how Alba plays out. We thought Alba might be a little bit better than we anticipated. This time, Drennan hands it over on the left side of his back. It was eventually upended after about a gain of 3 yards.
Katie Watson on the stop.
He's showing a little bit of grit there, playing some defense.
Yeah, there you go.
So now, what's left here of the Brahma faithful looking to get fired up here a little bit. 4th down here in their own territory.
Trying to cheer the defense on the whole pitch shutout.
It goes along with that timeout that Coach Rodriguez took, trying to bow up here and keep them out, right, Lance? Bend, but don't break when you get down here.
Yes, sir. Got to get the stop here.
Look here, right here. Looks like the White Hat may be bringing them together, Lance, here, letting them know the rest of this game right here. He's not going to tolerate any kind of chippiness.
Well, did you hear me about 2 plays ago saying there's a lot going on out there?
Yeah, I heard you.
I figured that was going to happen. He was going to stop playing, talk to him.
A little extracurricular, you like to say.
Well, yeah, it's getting a little chippy, JB.
Well, something about this time of year, kind of what you're speaking about, going to be that way tomorrow with Texas and OU, going to be a little chippy.
Can't wait. I can't wait.
So here we go. Let's see what Boles does here on 4th down, Lance. So they're looking to go through the air to convert here. They're going to keep it on the ground. Maybe one of those counter plays where they have a little misdirection in the backfield, a little spin action with the quarterback maybe.
Goal to go, ain't it?
Goal to go, so no first down here to get. It's either going to be points on the board
Come on, D.
or a shutout.
Come on, D.
Need a stop right here.
Need a stop right here.
Let's see if Coach Rodriguez, what look he goes with. Is he going to go with his pressure look? And we may get a timeout from Boles' side. The play clock runs down at 2 seconds. Boles takes a timeout. It's going to be their second timeout of the half.
42-7 Honeygrove. 10 minutes ago.
Okay, 42-7. So trying to compare it like we do, connecting the dots right here. Honeygrove coming away with another big statement win. So
Honeygrove and Cooper play right before we do, don't they? They play week 9, I believe. I'm pretty sure. Here, I'll look right here. I got them on the screen right here. Let me look. No, yeah. Honeygrove finishes with Albagoda, Cooper, and Papu.
Looking at it for the Bulls, we go to Como. A little bit of a drive next week.
Facing old Brahma alum over there.
Yeah, that's right. Coach Griffin over there running the slot tee, of course.
Yes, sir.
So an offense that we're familiar with. Como over there, they've got a little bit of a newer look stadium, right? They got a new stadium, right? Turf over there.
I believe so.
Looked like they had 2 press boxes. Looked like we may have a press box on the visitor side from what I've seen.
Yeah, everybody heard quite a bit of talk, JB, talking about this was going to be Center's year for dethrone Carthage over in that district. They met up tonight. They're playing here tonight now. Center better go back to work, I guess.
Yeah, Saratsy getting it turned around there after they took a tough loss early on to Kilgore.
45-14 half.
Here we go, 4th down. Slot T formation this time. 3 backs in the backfield. Sends one in motion. Maybe a rollout play action here. Oh, movement early. Here we go. Looks like they were going to run quarterback sneak false start's going to back them up.
Look here, though, JB. We had a guy come in motion. Nobody went with him.
Coach Rodriguez definitely
getting that lined out
with his defense right here. And, you know, some of that might be expected with some of the substitutions that we've
Right.
got
Yeah,
here
for
late.
sure.
You've got some younger players getting some reps that they normally wouldn't get. But it's going to make it that much more difficult for the Hornets. 4th and long, goal to go.
They didn't change their play call. They're going to the gun now.
Now they're going to look to go to the gun. Maybe you get jet sweep, or I think you're going to get that kind of counter action that we've seen that they've had success on.
You got to throw it.
Drennan drops back to pass. Throws it going to the end zone.
He caught it. No, he didn't.
Incomplete. Mares breaks it up there at the last second. Well covered right there. Who was helping him there? Was that Watson at the secondary, at the safety spot right there, giving him some help over the top too?
Yep.
Looks like they were able to bracket the receiver there pretty well. Mares was able to turn around,
Get a hand on him.
find it with his eyes, of course, the most important part right there. And the Boles able to come up with a stop and keep the shutout alive, Lance.
Coach Rawhide going to pitch a shot to get his first shut. No, he had a first shutout the first game of the year.
Yeah, that's right.
His second one.
First district shutout.
There you go.
So the Bulls offense takes over. Where are we at, Lance? Right about the 11-yard line in our own territory, 1st and 10.
Yes, sir.
Let's see how we look to finish it off. Are we going to go back with the original starters we had in the backfield, or I think we're still playing some youngsters, aren't we?
Yeah, I feel like we're just going to do another run the clock here. No, we're going to take a timeout to get it settled, to get figured out what we're going to do, though.
Here we go. So Russell takes a timeout, his second of the half. 5:31 left to go here in the ball game, 46-0. I want to see some of these youngsters come in and have some success and some positive plays here, Lance. I want to see Tyson Jones get a carry.
Nix get a carry.
That's right, Nix get a carry. Zavala maybe get something going.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I agree. That's what you use these times for. Jefferson 60, White Oak nothing. Starting the 4th quarter.
Wow.
Jefferson may be for real.
Looks as if White Oak had trouble in the swamp.
Wascom's still 23-17 on Beckville. 8 minutes to go. You know, Gladewater was playing LE pretty close all the way up until the 4th quarter. Now LE's kind of pulling away 42-28.
Yep. Looks like Basinger and Prevost probably getting going over there.
Yeah, LE, that's going to be a tough out over there. They're going to be good.
So here we go. Nickelberry in there on the offensive line as well. Jones in motion. It's going to be a pitch back there to him on the ground. Nearly disastrous. Still unable to come away with it.
There goes our shutout, JV.
Looks like he's marking him down
Safety.
here.
You got a safety. White hat signals safety. Safety.
There goes the shutout right there.
There goes the shutout.
You're going to have to free kick it to him on the other end of it. Bowles is going
Right.
to get another possession. And that's a little bit of that inexperience, those reps that you're talking about right there.
But, hey, you got to get them, though.
You've got to. You've got to. It's frustrating and it's tough, but
Right.
you've got to get those right there.
Got to get them.
In my view right there, it looks like Zavala really wasn't able to get the snap off quick enough. By the time Jones had come around in motion, he was nearly too far away
Right,
from him. You
right.
know what I mean? He really wasn't timed that well.
Right. Yeah, JB moved kickoff time to 2:30 tomorrow instead of 11:30.
Really?
Yeah,
Game day going to be there?
I think so. Number one team in the nation, they ought to be. You see where you named old Michael Hawkins their starter.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, we had an opportunity to watch him last year at Sam Parker.
Pretty good experience, wasn't it?
Yeah, it sure was. We were excited to see that. Anytime you're able to watch some of those bigger classifications, you get to see some of those bigger recruits right there.
Got some of them dudes playing with them.
Yeah, that's right. Going into it, what did we figure? He was like the second quarterback prospect in the state or whatever of Texas. And He had that one highlight play we always talk about right there. That solidified it right there.
Yeah, he put on one watch machine right there about midfield.
Yeah, he sure did, man. Just accelerated with another gear that was unable to come away with it.
He's still reaching for him, I believe.
Okay, well, the PG's got the big win tonight, 56-0 over North Lamar.
Yeah.
Hey, there's your equipment score there. Did you see that one?
Yeah, actually. That sounds like a pretty good ball game there, didn't it?
All right. Roy City and Tyler Legacy, 17-17. Mares is going to get a hold of this one. Kick it over on his right side. Go ahead.
Kilgore and Chapel Hill were playing tonight. I'm not sure. I seen Kilgore was leading earlier.
Yeah.
I don't know what. I didn't look and seen.
Yeah, we talked about that Kilgore program right there. We're always talking about how generally good they are year to year.
Right.
Hell, Hannah put the 50 burger on Sabine.
I know. Yeah. I don't know if the White Hats talked to both teams did much good, JB.
Well, they're going to have to start enforcing it one way or another.
Yes, sir.
There you go. I got an updated score. You got Wascom 31, Beckville 17.
Uh-huh.
Wascom, they dropped down with us, and Dave Campbell showed them the love and put them in the top 25 there as they dropped down to 2A.
As my good late buddy Quasi say, Wascom is for real. Yeah.
You know, you had talked about it. They were just one of those programs that teetered on the borderline of 2A and 3A.
Well, and they've won for so long down there. You know, I mean,
you got to think, the last decade and a half, really, they've really had a respectable program with some deep runs.
With titles. They went back to back to 1 year, 2 years.
Exactly. Drennan hands it off to his running back over on the left side, looking for room, powers forward.
I'm telling you, it's getting. They better shut it down. Better hit fast forward on the clock, JB. I'm done. Ooh-wee. I'm not sure how that went on us there.
So here we go. Just over 4 minutes left to go here in the ball game. 46-2 your score. Pewitt leads big. Boles looking to have a little more success here late.
Oh, they called offsetting, didn't they?
Yeah, they call it offsetting now. So here we go. Drennan in the gun. Takes the snap. Looking for room over on the right side. Dustin Nevels initially wraps him up.
Nice play.
Brody Hodges getting in on the action there late.
Pretty good play by Mr. Nevels there, JB.
Good play there for the Bulls defense as the clock rolls 3:25. Well, Lance, that's going to be it for the bulk of this ball game right here. Give us some thoughts going forward right here. What are you looking at it for the Bulls right here? What are we looking for next week as we travel to Como?
Same thing, JB. Just keep getting better. Got to cut the penalties out, man.
What's the turnovers tonight?
We hadn't turned it over yet, have we?
We've had a couple on the ground. I don't think we've turned it over here.
I'm not sure if we turned it over or not.
Como coming off a loss right there. Let's see. How many losses is Como going to have in district? They're going to be 2 of them?
Yeah. They'll must be playing for their season.
Pressure package look from Rodriguez's defense again on 3rd and long.
Balls on the ground.
Balls on the ground. They're able to recover it. That's going to make it 4th and long. See if we get a punt or if they get an opportunity to try to pick up the first down.
I feel like they probably just take a knee, won't they?
Well, what are your thoughts here as far as you got any candidates for player of the game? Anybody you want to tip your cap to? What do you think overall?
I'm going to go defensive line, linebackers, defensive line, front 7 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They call us happy, call them that.
Yeah, really, and the defense coming away with the 2 scores.
Right.
JD on the punt return right there.
Yep. Well, you had 2 scoop scores by 2 defensive tackles, right? Bud Hill, who was the other one?
Caden Young.
Yeah, 2 defensive tackles. Two defensive linemen score. You got to give it to the defensive linemen.
That's right. The 3-headed monster, of course, still really the story for us as far as scoring-wise. You know,
right.
KD Watson was able to come away with 2 scores. and the Smith to Betts combination was for 2.
That's coming. That's
touchdowns.
Becoming a normal, isn't it?
Sure is. Becoming a little bit of a trend here.
Look, we're gonna snap it. They ain't gonna be lined up. We're gonna snap it. Well, Boles is gonna take a timeout.
Gonna be forced. Is that their second or their last time out here?
I'm not
I
sure.
feel like it might be their last, but yeah, that's what's going to be interesting going forward right here. Just the improvement and all, and we're going through that part right here. We want to try to get as cleanly executed and as prepared as we can going down the stretch.
I know you're supposed to take them 1 week at a time, but you got to feel that we're looking for Honey Grove now. I mean, that's going to be
well. And before to get that, honestly though, you can't overlook the Rivercrest and Alba Golden.
You're right,
because Rivercrest was undefeated.
Rivercrest is pretty good, I think.
Now, and when you can't always compare scores. That's the one thing. Me and you, we've talked it all over to death, week to week, different program to program. Scores are hard to compare, but that Cooper game, we came away thinking, yeah, you can see the loss there, but surely we should have come away with a score or 2 at some point.
Yeah.
So, if you score once or twice, you're talking about a 1-score, 2-score ball game.
Well, really the 22 points they scored 6 early in the game, and then the Finney kid has a long 70-yarder right there before the half, and then we don't give up one long one to them in the second half. The only time they score in the second half.
Correct.
So, we played Cooper pretty well, to be honest.
Yeah, and we were talking about the success that they had. Here we go. Tyson Jones over on the left side, showing off some of that burst and acceleration on that carry tonight.
Nice first down run.
I know I had to snap out of that right there to give him his credit right there for sure. Good run right there from Tyson Jones. 1:30 left to go. But to go back to the point that we were making right there, just, it'll be interesting to see how good Rivercrest and Alba Golden are,
I know Rivercrest has got that one big running back, a big 6'2", 220 or whatever. That I think he's their workhorse pretty much.
Yeah, that's right. They were highlighting, I think, that quarterback that they had ties to Bowie County or something like that. So, he was a good-looking quarterback right there. Yeah. And they're going to be wanting to bounce back after a loss like that right there. They're going to be trying to get on track.
It's going to be a seeding game for them.
And so what? To follow Como. So what's Como got their losses? Cooper and Honey Grove?
Right.
Okay, so it's funny how everybody's these few teams are kind of following each other in a little bit of a merry-go-round, to say.
Yeah, we follow Cooper. Whoever Cooper plays, we follow them.
Yeah, that's right. So that's right. Como's playing Cooper tonight. So they've lost to Honey Grove and Cooper, and they're looking kind of like how Quinlan is tonight here. You know what I mean? They're trying to get on track after 2 tough opponents. And we've got to go on the road over there.
Well, them teams that you're talking about there, they got to win 2 out of 3 or 2 out of 4, right?
Right. Be interesting to see that 4th spot is what we're trying to get to right there. As far as, for us, we got to try to force a tie somehow or another. That's really the only hope we've got, right, is force a tie.
Beat Honey Grove and come down to points, I guess.
Yeah.
Not have to get to 3 or 4, to get to 1 or 2 seeds.
But more than likely, the 3rd seed's probably what you're looking at there. So, anyways, that's going to wrap this one up right here. It's our final score, 46-2, Pewitt over Quinlan Boles. Had a great time, Lance. Missed you, Jimmy. I'm Jerry Braddock along with Lance Luttrell.
Good night. God bless. Go Bulls.